for everyone. Rated E for everyone.
Hey there, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back. How you doing there, Mr. KW and everybody else out there? So that video kind of gives you an idea of what I'm going to be covering to start off with in the stream. Yes, it will be the Farm Production Pack DLC. Obviously, that was released yesterday. For anybody who wants to try, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, if you're still having an eye on about it, this may help, may not. I have no idea. But I'm basically going to set up a new save game. I've added in the Easy Dev tool, a little forage wagon, auger wagon, should say, of my own. Obviously, it does all 5 crops, so your potatoes, your sugar beets, your red beets, parsnips and carrots. Also, real clock, just keep an eye on time. I'm adding the platinum and premium DLCs in as well, along with the universal upload. So there we go. How you doing, Mr. T Miller?
Doing good. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So, and there's a shout out from Mr. T Miller. Make sure to click on his link, give him a follow on Twitch. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Yay. So,
Can you
thank
hear
God
the
that.
game I'm playing?
Pardon?
I'm playing a game. Can you hear it by any chance?
I
I don't
I
want you to
heard a
hear it.
funny. I don't know what it was, but.
Oh, that's my speaker. Turn it off. External speaker turning off. Guess what
That's
I'm
fine.
playing?
You got it, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you get yours?
Um, I did get a message through. I haven't actually looked to see
Yeah. They
if
sent
it's.
out new keys,
I thought they might have. Fiddlesticks, where is it?
but I didn't get no free ones again, so it's okay.
Keymailer, there it is. Okay. Let's have a little look quickly on mine. If it'll behave. There we
I like
go.
it
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
key. Early access campaign. Yep. Let me see something quickly.
I'll probably
Yeah.
stream this
Okay.
Friday on my day off.
Just quickly, I'm going to shoot this onto the desktop a sec to show Mr. T Miller. So, yeah. So obviously, I've been given the key as well. I haven't accepted it yet. Now, if
Yeah.
you actually, this is for most mainly T Miller here. If you actually click on ships at sea, it'll take you to this little
Yeah.
page. If you actually
Yeah.
scroll down right here, you could get an additional 5 keys to give away in your channel if it's big enough views and such. So
Where do you get the keys from though?
they will send it to you. Obviously, you've got to do your first initial preview of it on your channel and try and maybe
Oh,
show it off as much as possible, from what I understand. And then obviously, if they think that you suit their criteria, they can then
okay.
send you additional keys. It may just be 1 or 2,
Oh,
could be
okay. I
5.
get it.
So yeah,
I get it.
there we
Yeah.
go. That's what I
I
was
kind
trying
of
to
like it
explain.
so far.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was trying to explain that the other day, and I don't think you quite figured
You know,
out
I didn't. I
everything,
thought
but
I was looking for actual keys, to figure
yeah.
out. But yeah, I understand it
Oh, I
now.
haven't got my other phone up. Yeah, bless you.
I will be
Right,
streaming this
let
on.
me.
I like the water physics. It's real.
I'll have to have a look at it. Right then, let's change screen so make sure we're in the right one. There we go. Cool, but yeah, I'll be checking that out later on.
Yeah.
Bah,
We're
now,
talking about ships at sea, guys.
yeah, ships at sea. Obviously, that's gonna be released what May the 9th.
May 9.
May 9th.
May
So
9 next
yeah,
week.
next week. So yeah, if you've not got it
Yeah.
already bookmarked on Steam, make sure to bookmark it when you see T
Yeah.
Miller or whoever's
Yeah.
streaming it, because from the video I've seen, it does look pretty good. So
Yeah. You start out
and
with a little rowboat,
yeah,
and
and
you gotta build the empire.
I'll probably look at maybe next Monday stream to do a bit of
Yeah.
a preview of it myself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for now, for today, obviously we're
Sorry.
talking.
Sorry to get you off track.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So we are starting off with the Farm Production Pack DLC. Now I have had a quick look at it myself just to familiarise myself with it, and I have also set up a little staging area, I suppose the best way to call it, on fields 56 and 57. Now I haven't actually placed anything down, so I'll literally be showing it where it is in the shop and going from there. So this was fun, definitely, to flatten and everything. Oh, oof. Right then, so obviously, what are you going to get in this? So first of all, going into construction. Now on the sheds, obviously, you want to just scroll on across. Now remember, all of these buildings can be configured. Let me bring up the F1 menu for different color options using the M for Michael and N for November keys. So, and mind, oh, there we go. You can just see it changing color ever so slightly. So obviously, if you see, if say for instance you got a green farm or a red farm, should say, perfect. You put a couple of these buildings down. You can put more down. So pop that one there to start off with. So I'm only going to do that one because obviously you guys can see it yourselves, and I am going to just grid snap that so I can line them up properly. How you doing there, Farming Trucker and Mr. Viking Streaming? So there's that one. Let's see how much space we've got for this thing. There. Now obviously, as previous DLCs and mods, it will show at the bottom of the screen there where it comes from, so you can't really get lost, to be honest. So there's that one. So that's everything from the sheds section. Obviously, in the silos, you do have two storages. One for your vehicle and box shed, and one which is like a bale storage and pallet, according to this. So going on, there's nothing there. Containers, nothing there. I'll get back to tools in just a moment. Now jumping into the productions, and obviously if you guys are not following Mr. Farming Trucker, make sure you click on the link, give him a follow. Hey there, Green Thumb Farmer. Welcome in, buddy. And everybody else lurking out there. You're doing pretty good, thanks. Good, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Right then, so in the productions, we do have a couple of new things. Now, obviously, this has been shown off quite a few times. This is obviously the little potato washer or root crop washer. Now, obviously, as you can see in the little menu in the bottom right corner, it shows only, I was going to say parsnips, but the sugar beets and potatoes. That will also accept, if you've got the premium edition, the carrots, the parsnips, and red beets. So bear that in mind. And this has actually now been fixed. So as far as I'm aware, this is I'm probably the first person to really show off working in full. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So we'll pop one of them down. Actually, I've got to do maybe a couple. I'll come back to this because also you do need a husbandry for this, or a cow pen or something. Actually, I could probably pop one down. How you doing there, Mamadou? Let's grab one of these guys just to show it off a minute. Up at the top here. Coup pen. Now, one thing I will say, which a few people have mentioned who've shown this off already, is this will actually hook onto any animal pen, not just cows and pigs and such, but any husbandry. So bear that one in mind. So there we go. So if we pop that just there, it's kind of cool. There is something else that goes with that, which we'll get to later on. Obviously, this little dude is basically for doing your sugar beet cuts. Okay, I get. So one quick thing, quickly. Hey, Mamadou, how you doing? Now, obviously, with a lot of this stuff, you can get it similar sort of stuff on the in-game mod hub, so I can see why a lot of people are a bit annoyed, shall we say, with it being released as a DLC, which costs more, blah. But yeah, I'm in kind of the same position to be honest. It should have been really put on the in-game mod hub as maybe individual mods or something like a shed pack or something like that. Now then, let's go in here. Obviously, we've got the little solar panels as well. Now, just jump back to the buildings under tools. There is the little robot, which is meant to help keep the panels clean. Yeah, your guess is good as mine whether they actually fixed the dirtying, because obviously with these solar panels they're meant to get dirty. That's the whole point of using the robot. Now I've run it through a little while and couldn't really see much of a difference between it freshly put down and after in-game month type thing, so we'll see. But obviously you do earn a little bit of money off of that. Obviously same with the solar panel, so just quickly, obviously the wind turbine there, you do get 6,840 dollars or whatever currency would be a month from these. So they're kind of a nice little way to make a little extra money. Now then, I think for the most part that was everything. Am I missing anything? Oh, the other thing I do need to do is we'll come in here under pallets. If I remember correctly, there's this, the sulfuric acid tank. Now you need this for that little machine that goes by your animal pen. Oh yeah, the sell points. Thank you. I'll get to them in a minute. They're yeah a bit iffy to be honest. Um, but yeah, might as well put them down while we're here, haven't we? So yeah, so under construction, sell points. I believe it's productions and sell points. There we go. Also, we've got a whole variety of little placements, like little farmers market type things. Obviously, like I said before, it is all marked the farm production pack. Also, you do get some bigger buildings as well as some small vending machines. Now, remember, with these little vending machines, they change each day on what goods they want, which is a good idea, I think, overall. But the biggest issue is they've got a very, very small capacity, so you're only going to get maybe a pallet and a half of, say, bread, for instance, into one of these, and it's very limited. So, yeah, I think something could be improved over time. Now, we're going to put a few other bits down. Hopefully, this big beast can fit in here. Yes, it can, which is good. Actually, can I rotate you a minute? Just to make you a little bit easier to place. I can. I think I can get away with that. Just about. Ooh, squeezed it in. So yeah, there we go. So that is pretty much everything. Right then. So, if you haven't seen these, I think, obviously, on PV Canyon Crossing, so that's obviously the 60x maps, a map that I play on. A lot of the stuff is not going to be really used, shall we say. I think the sheds definitely could be used. Maybe the storage is temp for a little while, but overall I can't see a lot of it being used. So let's just have a quick look at these sheds first of all. So all of these sheds do have lights in them, so it's kind of cool. And obviously those color options. So obviously this is the first one. Obviously you've got one door going in. Usually right next to the door or somewhere near the entrance is obviously the old light switch. Now some of them I did notice the trigger is a little bit bigger and actually covers the whole shed, so that's one cool thing. But yeah, like I have said, they have done an amazing job on these. Now the only thing that'd be quite nice is if they were able to add in like the second color option and maybe a third for certain things, kind of like how Green Thumb Farmer set up some of his stuff. I think we've kind of got a bit spoiled with him now. But anybody playing on console or smaller maps, yeah, these are going to be quite good for you guys, that's for sure. So obviously that's the first one, yeah, but yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one. It's tricky, that's for sure. I suppose it'd be obviously watching some real life farmers. This would be like maybe a winter holding shed for the equipment to go into, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, obviously got this lovely open shed door. This definitely would come in handy in some places. And obviously over here we do have the light switch as well. So at night they don't come on automatically. You just got to do it all manually. And I think I'll place this one back to front. I probably did. So coming around to this one, so this is kind of like a multi-bay for dropping off maybe your root crops in each of the bays there. I see a little switch there. There we go. Obviously, you can turn the lights on right there. What was a nice little can there? I kind of like this idea. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be like putting, say, um, forage in there to make silage. Who knows? It might be okay. But all these doors do open, which is quite nice. So obviously, this has got a nice little area inside, and somewhere in here there should be another switch. There it is. So obviously you've got two light switches on this particular one. So you've got one for the inside area, then obviously one for the pits on the side. Quite like that building. Obviously if I was playing on like a single size map, that would be really helpful I think on the main farm. Obviously a nice area for putting your equipment. Plus obviously maybe your root crops or possibly silage, something like that in there. Now then, coming around to the next one, obviously this has two doors on it. Well, actually this has got three doors on it, think about it. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Now obviously this is kind of a interesting one because it's got a pit on the inside as well. Which is very strange. Now obviously there is a light switch over there. However, obviously I'm actually stood a little bit further away and you can hit the R key to get the light come on. So like I said, some of the sheds do have that trigger a little bit further out, so obviously I'm miles away from that, and I can still turn those lights on and off. How you doing there, Don B here? So yeah, nice. Definitely a nice vehicle shop for definite. Righty, so that's that. So coming around to this one, and obviously this is one for your root crops storage. So just hit that once, and obviously that will then open both doors. For obviously left first, then the right, which is quite nice. I like that idea. Obviously, just inside the door here, we do have the light switch. Now, this has actually got a very bright light in it. Now, the other thing that kind of bugs me a little bit is obviously this little shelter on the outside. It kind of makes it almost tricky to get in both bays if you're reversing and putting root crops in here. It can be done. It's pretty easy. However, oh, you can't open that door. That's terrible. Yeah, I don't know if I'd use it. I'd maybe use it more as a combined storage personally. But overall, freaking good looking building. Righty, so on to the next one. So yeah, I'm kind of just going to run through it just to show them off. So that's all of the sheds from the DLC so far. So going on, we now have a pallet and vehicle store. So obviously this is where your pallets will be stored. And then around the other side is going to be where your little vehicles can go in to be repaired, possibly. I have no idea if you can or not. Obviously got another inner door if you wanted to. But yeah, it'd be nice if there was like a repair bay as well. Now then, shed lights. So yeah, you don't have to be right up next to the switch. Some of them are that little bit bigger to turn the lights on. So obviously that's one on this side. And if I remember, there's one on this side as well, which is kind of cool. Obviously, like I said, this is where you store your bales, or well, your pallets, duh. So kind of handy. Now with this, obviously, this is the unloading bay. When you're taking pallets back out, they'll actually spawn at the front here. So bear that in mind. So make sure that you keep this area at the front completely clear. But once again, and a really good looking model. How you doing there, Carolyn? And yeah, would I use it? Probably not, because I really don't like the way Giants set up their bales. storages and such. Now, obviously, here we go. So, last one, really, this is obviously for your bales, and obviously, this will accept any bale in it, any size, any shape. Plus, it will take the cotton, bales, the round ones, and the modules. So, it's kind of nice idea. I like it. I like it, but yeah, I don't like the way that it registers each and every individual item in there. So, but it'll do, it'll do, it'll work, and obviously that will hold 250 items, so not the biggest capacities overall, but I can see why they limit it, because obviously if you're um, adding a lot of pallets and bales, it's going to really slow things down when loading your save games up. So same with that, obviously 250 pallets, 250 bales. So yeah. Now moving on, obviously we got the little generators up here, the little wind turbine. Now the only thing I haven't noticed is whether the actual head will pivot around depending on the direction of wind. Now I know over here in the UK we definitely don't have any wooden looking panels or whatever you want come on them, so maybe it's something more European. So, but yeah, it's a nice little looking thing. I've just got a little shed at the bottom, which is completely useless, but it does earn you about 6,000 per in-game month and a bit. Obviously, solar panels. Yep, okay. Obviously, these will generate some income as well. One thing is, it didn't actually state how much it was though, so that could be adjusted. Now, obviously, you've got your little washer here. Now, obviously, for anyone who's seen um, the which called early access stuff. Obviously, when you place some of these, or you used to be able to place these down. Oh, I need more. Um, Sometimes a little robot sunk down. I believe that has actually now been fixed. Obviously, with this is just for cleaning your panels. It doesn't really do anything. So just walk into the trigger, and that will then run its way along, making sure those solar panels are perfectly clean and giving you as much money as possible. It'd be nice if we could use that maybe in the future or something similar on maybe Canyon Crossing. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to come back to these guys in just a moment, because I've got a few ideas that I was playing around with previously to get these to work, but they are fully functioning now. Obviously the potato washers did get a good fix, so yeah, we'll come back to that anyway. Anywho, jumping on to sell points. So, like I said, they all have their own little sell products that need to go into them. Obviously, this one, for example, you got the little drop-off area at the back. You can't actually go into the buildings, but if you come, well, depends where it is located on the actual placeable. Obviously, in the bottom right corner there, obviously today it's accepting canola oil, sunflower oil, sugar, grape juice. Obviously, capacity-wise, now this is what really stinks, is the capacities are tiny. Actually, well, let me hide that giant's thingy just a minute, if I can find it. Because it's right in the bleaking way. Giants logo, hide. There we go. So, as you can see, hopefully you guys can actually make it out. So, obviously, the canola oil is like 1,085 litres, so that's a pallet in a tiny little bit. Alright, team, there. See you in a minute. Sunflower oil, 4,342. Tiny amount. Sugar, 4,053. Tiny amount. It's literally a pallet, couple of pallets, and that's it. Obviously, if you've got loads of pallets being produced, it's not, and you want to sell it, it's not very optional, really. I suppose you could put maybe multiples down, and maybe the chance of having it all popping up. Same with these small ones, obviously tiny little capacities. Obviously this one's bread, eggs, sugar and cheese. Obviously going on to here, this is obviously your washed potatoes, tomatoes, or tomatoes, depending on where you are, and your washed parsnips. Obviously, once again, tiny amounts. Obviously, with your potatoes and your parsnips, you get tons and tons off of the field as a crop. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be quite right. It'd be nice if there were bigger capacities on these things. Obviously, the vending machine. Now, one thing I haven't checked yet is whether they have additional visuals. It doesn't actually look like it, to be honest. But it'd be quite nice if these shelves filled up when you fill them up. So obviously this, for example, I see a pallet and a half, pretty much of most of the things. So yeah, not that great. But yeah, using any of this really on a 16x map is kind of useless, unless it's just as you're getting going. I suppose is best option really. And then also we've got another one just here, which has your sugar beets, potatoes, and eggs. Now, in addition to these sell points, also you do have the big distribution center, which we'll get to in a minute, because the name is a little bit misleading, shall we say. Obviously, the final. It's not really a sell point, it's actually a buy point. And this actually is a farm store where you can actually buy products from. So things like seeds, fertilizer, stuff like that. You can actually buy with this rather than selling to it. And all you literally have to do is grab a tipper, obviously make sure there's no cover, drive over this trigger, and you can just obviously hit the old R key, bring up the menu, and fill your tipper with your seeds or whatever. So, nice idea, cool. Uh, bu- 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 um, yeah. Okay, so going on to this now. This I was actually kind of excited about when I heard they were adding a distribution center, and obviously seeing it in the pictures initially, I thought, "Ooh, that looks great." Obviously, when it was shown off with like Big Daddy and all with Dashnet and stuff, come to realise that it's just a glorified sell point, which is a bit of a shame, really. Now, obviously, you do have an unload trigger right here, which is your direct unload. So, yep, it is what it is. Actually, what I will do while I'm here, I'll open up these shutter doors. So there's one, two. Obviously, most of the doors, if not all of them, actually work on here. Now, one thing I will say, it does look good. Obviously, they've got some visuals already on the shelves showing product being in here, which is kind of nice. The only thing that does worry me is with that high racking, does the higher reach forklift fit in right to the top? I have no idea. Might have to give that a try in a minute. But yeah, I like it. Now, obviously, this is a sell point after all. Obviously, the easiest way is just to unload straight into the trigger at the side there and be done with it. Now, obviously, if you wanted to have maybe a little bit of a mini game, I suppose is the best way to put it. What you could do, oh, there's the lights. That's very bright. Um, is bring them around to this side if you really wanted to. As you can see, all these shutter doors do work. But yeah, I would have liked it to be an actual, maybe a storage of some kind. Um, where I think you can actually maybe use these shelves temporarily, but obviously on a big map, that's going to be a lot of work and a lot of frame rate issues. Hey there, Grits fan, how you doing? I'm not doing too bad. Now, obviously, if you do have a little pallet, let me spawn one out just to get this going. Oh, wrong one. So F12. We'll come into here and we'll do a barrel, a bathtub, and a birdhouse, for example. As you can now, one thing to remember, now, obviously these are from the Platinum DLC. As you've seen, there was a slight message that popped up saying that they're not accepted at this building. What you will need to do is save and reload to get some of these pallets to accept in the storage, so bear that one in mind. I'm not going to bother doing it today because I'm not really bothered about it. So we'll get rid of them for now. And we'll try and find something that's a little bit more base game, shall we say. So, bread. We'll do a couple of breads. Butter. There we go. Also, what we can do is bring them into here. Now, like I said, this is basically a glorified sell point. What you can actually do, obviously you could bring them in on a trailer if you really wanted to. I'm just showing it off for today by spawning them in. Obviously, make sure that you're in with this area here or at the top of the ramp there, because the whole area will activate once you're coming over here. Now, this will actually allow you to deliver the pallets with a forklift into certain areas in the racking. This part I'm not keen on, but you do get 2 minutes in game to get these pallets away per pallet. Oh, let's see how I do, because I haven't actually done this yet. So inside spawns a little forklift, which should help you. And obviously, as you can see in the bottom of the F1 menu, obviously I've got 4 pallets to deliver into the racking. And obviously, time I've got is just under 8 minutes. So, let's see how we get on now. So, I used to be a forklift operator a long time ago, so it's been a while since we used one, so I need some practice. Obviously, if you really wanted to and you didn't want to use this thing, you could always go into the shop and get one of the others that you feel a bit more comfortable with. Alrighty, so that's lined up. Not too bad there. So we'll see if we can take 2 in at a time, just to save a little bit of time. So 1 bread. Obviously there's plenty of space on those forks to get it under a second one. Get that lined up, not too bad. So I'm using my keyboard, so a little bit jittery, but fine. There we go. Now obviously there is going to be 4 places in the racking for these lots to go. Oh, a bit of a collision there. There we go. It's a bit weird. This maybe something that Giants can sort out, or the creators. Now then, need to look for the little icon there. You can just see it down at the bottom there. And so that's going to be the first placement. So let's drop that there. We'll just take the 1 in. There we go. Now let's see how good I am. And right, so we'll lift that up. And the nice thing is it doesn't have to necessarily be in a particular direction with these. It's quite nice. They do have that little collision on there. There we go. Just getting back out is the tricky bit. Alright then, there's first one. Alrighty, let's see. Hopefully most of these are on like the first and second levels. I don't know if there'll be any higher. Oh. And yeah, you guys carry on chatting, you go for it. Oh, while I try and do this. There we go. Ready. Number 2, I'd imagine, is probably down on the left hand side from us. Yep, right there, I see you. So let's go do this. And obviously you got to make sure that you get in the right side. Obviously, I think if it was oh, was it Big Daddy or something? You put it on the, or Dave put it on the wrong side, and yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. Oh, oh, oh. Now, if that was a real life crash, obviously this racking would be damaged. It'd be all shut off. Not good. Right. Yeah, but this is a bit tight with this machine. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now, can I just nudge that in a wee bit so I can get the forks out a little bit easier? Yeah, there we go. Lovely jubbly. 2 done. And that's not bad going. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Definitely takes a little while to do this, so yes. There we go. But yeah, the collision on that ramp going down is a little bit off. Oh, choo choo! But yeah, hopefully you guys are all had a good last couple of days, that's for sure. Obviously, now that you've sort of seen the DLC with other streamers, what's your thoughts on it? Yeah, yeah. Almost there, Farming Trucker, almost there. There we go. 1, 2. So we got just over 3 minutes to get these two away. It's gonna be tight.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Yeah, that collision definitely needs adjusting a bit. But from what I understand, if you can't get them all away, so what you can do is just finish the... Where the heck is it? I don't see the little icon. Da, 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 da. Oh, down there. There we go. Yeah, if you don't finish it all in one go, it's fine. It should, as long as you got the pallets in that trigger, once that timer runs out, it should sell them anyway. So don't fret if you can't get them all away in the allotted time. But it's kind of like a little mini in-game game, as it were. I suppose best way to put it, for you guys to practice your forklift work. There we go. Right, last one is down on the floor there, so that's not too bad. It's pretty close, so let's get this on. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are very disappointed in it. Yeah, so am I. I am gonna obviously because obviously I do own it. I am gonna try and use at least some of the sheds and such on Canyon Crossing. So there we go. Look at that, banging. 154 remaining, and obviously I did get 12,955 for that. Now, just out of curiosity, if I was to do, actually, I was going. Let's see. What was that 2 bread, 2 butters? So let's spawn a couple out, just out of interest, and we'll get a trailer and we'll unload that. See, I want to see what the difference would be. Whether it's better to maybe do it. That'll do actually. With the forklift, or is it just better doing it straight into the trigger? So let's grab this. That'll be fine. What I'll do is I'll change that to a little. Actually, let's go with white. White. I feel like a white day today. Just love a bit of chrome on there. Um, White on black is quite nice with chrome. Yeah, that'll do. Buy that. I'm not going to worry about the registration. It's all good. Now I did obviously add in the universal autoload script, so it makes life a little bit easier picking up. Righty. So we'll grab you. Now, it's been a while since I've used this thing, so we want to open the curtain. Obviously you've got back door there. Oh, now you're asking. I'm sure the key bindings on this is that. No, that's the back door. Oh, there we go. So left shift Z and X is the back door. Righty. There we go. We'll load them onto there. Good. Now, let's see. So that was. What did I say that was? 9,000? My memory's terrible. It really is. Where's the... Does this not have... I thought this had like what you sold. Oh, it's not this one, is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. New vehicles. See, 2,000. See, that says 2,500. Yeah, that's not right. So this is Elm Creek there, Mr. Grits fan. So I think, yeah, let's have a look. So sell that direct without all that faffing around would be, yeah, about the same price to be honest. 12,856. So yeah, very minimal so yeah, for me, if I was to use this, I would just use this side and sell it direct without all that faffing around. But the nice thing is the building is big enough to drive straight inside. Look at that, isn't that cool? Which is kind of nice. Obviously, if you've got that higher forklift as well and you're going to be using this, you can, I believe it's this door, get in really, really easy. Now, obviously, with those loading bays, if you did want to use the forklift and all that, if I can get this turned around, let me shut that, there we go. What you can do, if you're very, very good, obviously their placement really needs to be sorted out on that thing. It's one thing that's not been sorted. Obviously, if you're going for the realism, let's see if I can do this. So open up the back door as we're reversing. Now this is obviously Dave showed this off using his flatbed. Obviously it was actually a little bit higher than needed. See, this building is set up more for the Profiliner. And as you can see, that is a perfect height there for it. So let me turn that off there. And we'll run inside. Look, see, that is absolutely perfect. So, perfect height for it. So if you are going to use the building, use like the Profiliner, Bicrone. Obviously, it's a base game trailer, and that does look pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. The other thing, I should have brought in some of those Hispano Modern containers to see what they look like on the back of that. But yeah, I like it. So, but yeah, the functionality of the building is a bit of a disappointment, but the look of it is absolutely amazing. I like it. But there we go. Now, obviously, moving on to this little jobby. Obviously, in the store, you do have those pallets that were shown earlier. So under pallets, scroll on across to the right. Obviously, you got your sulfuric acid pallets. This will actually be needed for the little robot. Now you can come up to this little cage, open the doors, and you basically put the pallets in here, 2 at a time, and they will slowly get used over time. Now one thing you may need to do... Thank you! I should have turned them off. Now what you can do, or you probably need to do, is just shift them every now and again for it to load into the trigger. Now obviously this will take the slurry from... Yeah, it's slurry in it. From your actual pens, mix it in with the sulfuric acid, and create liquid fertilizer over time. So it's a nice idea. From what I've seen, it's very slow, and you can only have one per animal husbandry. So, and despite whatever amount animals you have, it doesn't really make a difference. So, nice idea, but needs a little tweak, like the sell points and that thing. Right, so finally onto the last couple of productions in the pack. So we've covered the sell points, we've covered the storages, the sheds, obviously the solar panels and the wind turbine. Obviously these are the last things to do. So first of all, we're going to look at this little thing. This is actually a sugar beet chopper, as it were. It takes your sugar beets and chops them up into sugar beet cuts, and also gives you stones. Now I am going to need a few things, so let's grab let's go with some John Deere's. We're going to go for 3 John Deere's. We'll go for a big engine, and we'll lease 3 of them. Yes, I said 3. I want 3 for the minute, for all you fanatics out there. Now obviously base game, under the auger wagons, you do have, we'll get to that one in a minute, this guy here, which will accept your potatoes, and you have these 2 for sugar beets. Obviously there is modified versions of these, kind of like the one that I've got, but you could use these if you wanted to. Now I've actually chosen this one deliberately. I'm going to grab a couple of these to start off with. I also need some water, so see me coming back in. Let me come into here. We'll grab a tanker. We'll just buy that, and we'll go get started. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. See, that's the pallets right there. They look kind of cool, nice, like it. Will I use it? No. But I thought I'd show them off at least once. Alright then, so now this is something I don't think any of the streamers really thought of, or any of the ones that I've seen. Obviously Big Daddy, when he was showing it off, he was using belts and buckets and yeah, doing it really the hard way. Obviously if you've got one of these trailers, and what I'll do is this particular trailer that I'm using, that I've edited, so this guy right here, once I finish today, I'm going to just do a couple more tweaks to it, and I'll put this up on my trailer for anybody to use. And obviously, if you want to use it, you're more than welcome to. Now, also we do need some sugar beets, so let's come into here. We're going to just cheat it in for today. So there we go. Obviously, you've got to imagine that we've just been out in the on the field harvesting this now. Let's get this unfolded. So pipe out the O key. And what you can do, if you really, really were clever, you could just park this straight over it, and obviously that will then continue to unload straight into it. You don't have to really worry about it. The only thing you will need to do is obviously come into your settings and make sure that the automatic vehicle start is enabled, so it keeps running. So as you can see, that actually just turned off the vehicle as it jumped out, which means the belt won't carry on. So you do need to make sure that that is turned on. So vehicle start, turn that off like so. So we'll come in there, turn that back on, and obviously it will keep running, and that will keep feeding into this little, what is it called? A cleaner tiger. Okay. See, come over to the spanner and that will turn it on. Now so you do get rocks from this, which could be then turned into limestone, stuff like that, or just sold, depending on what map you're on. It'll also chop up your sugar beets on the side. Now with this you cannot put a trailer underneath, just bear that in mind. You will actually need something with a bucket on the front to pick it up. So with that being said, let's come into here. Now, see, I've been doing John Deere. Do they have? They do have the 6. Good. This is actually one of my favourite John Deere tractors. Also, we are going to add in the quickie. We'll do the who or what, whatever you want to pronounce it. We'll buy that, and we'll come into here. Front loader, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be one of the bigger ones. Definitely, yep. And obviously we do need a front load bucket. Now there's plenty on the in-game mod hub that have higher capacities, so you could even use a telehandler bucket or a wheel loader, whichever. I just thought I'd go with this for today. Hopefully I've got, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is in the middle. So let's hook this up first of all. And oh, it's been a while. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. So once you got your bucket attached, see, this is, I suppose, something if you get really, really bored, you could do, I suppose. But yeah, it would be nicer if it had a bigger capacity and you could unload straight into a tipper, sort of thing. But yeah, like I said, oh, there we go. I got a little bit, which went a little bit too fast. As you can see, there we go, done. And then you can obviously put that into a tipper if you wanted to, or such. Now, one thing to bear in mind, they have now fixed the tipping for that. Actually, no, that wasn't the issue, it was the washed versions. So that's kind of cool. Obviously, you are going to need at least a bucket or something underneath there to get those stones from underneath. So same thing again, obviously it just has a little fill plane there where you can pick up the stones, and yeah, you're good to go. Actually, that's giving me some sugar beets. So yeah, be very careful that you don't unload the belt into obviously your bucket while you're picking up your stones. So that's something to think about. And thank you very much for that hydrate. I'll get that in just a moment. So we've got one more thing to show off. There we go. You're good. You are good. So let's tap back into this one. I'm going to grab that guy there. And same principle again is the idea I came up with, is using one of these auger trailers to fill them. Obviously with it, they did fix the problem they had where you could just put one product in and that was it. They can now put in all of the different products in there. So we'll get this folded. Now one end is where your pallets spawn, the other is where your inputs are. So this side here is where your pallets actually spawn. It's only room for about 2. Would be nice if there was maybe a few more pallets, but yeah, you can get a couple of pallets on the outside there. And then obviously on the other side is your water trigger for unloading into, and obviously you do have to unload into there. Obviously it's a bit of a pain because you have to actually get it in the top. And let me get that hydrate now quickly. Obviously, if you are going to do this, I would recommend doing the water first and then add in your other items, because obviously it'll just get in the way otherwise. Right, so I'm going to cheat this in, so let's find some water. There we go. Obviously, if you're on a map and you want to do it realistically, you can go find a pond or a river, fill it up there, or a placeable that gives you water. We'll all do the same thing. I don't know why I put 2 down. I don't need one for today to show it off. So so there we go. Water is in there. Now the only thing that does bug me a little bit, and I noticed this earlier on. If you actually look inside, it looks like there's already something in there, like potatoes or, well, actually. Potato, that's what it basically looks like inside the drum itself. It'd be kind of nice if it had different visuals for the fill plane there, so you got just the water coming in and then maybe your potatoes or whichever you add in. But there's that one filled up. Let me do this one just a little bit just so I can get that going as well. Might as well utilise both, hadn't I? There we go. And right, so the first one we're going to go with is potatoes. But yeah, if you're going to use a washer like this, I'd probably recommend using one of these sort of trailers or with the auger. Makes life so much simpler. So there we go. So there is the potatoes into that one. Now see, capacity wise, you get 4,000. Let's actually come in here. So 4,000 looks like for each of the crop types, plus 7,000 for the water. Now, yeah, one thing is these have got very, very small capacities. So let's get this going. So we're going to do the washed potatoes. That'll kick straight in. Now, obviously, if you've got it set on storing, that will spawn out your pallets. Obviously, you've got production revamp. I'm not sure if production revamp works with this yet. I haven't actually tested it. It would be kind of nice as an option. Maybe it could go in. But as you can see, obviously, I've got it on 5 times, and those numbers are counting up pretty quick and down. So we should get a pallet in just a moment. Will it work on Canyon Crossing? Yes, Crywhy. Yes, it will. Dave was actually showing it off Friday. It's warning and error free. Works perfectly fine on there. So, yep. No additional updates were needed, which is really handy. Now the thing is this going to spawn out with me having this trailer here? Yes it will, because it's the other end. So as you can see right there, you get then 1,000 litres of washed potatoes that can then be sold either in one of the sell points or somewhere else. Just out of curiosity, how much is that selling for? Price? Oh, wrong one. Prices, prices, prices. Where's prices? Menu, weather, vehicles. That one. So let's see. Washed potatoes right here. So you can click in here, and obviously it will show 3 of the placeables from the actual DLC, as well as going to Goldcrest Valley. Obviously that's using the train, so I'm not sure I'd want to do that. But looking at the prices, they are pretty decent overall. Obviously if you took it to the big vending machine, you'd get 939 per pallet. So yeah, that's not bad, that's not bad. Obviously that's pumping away. Why didn't it spawn the other one? Oh, there we go. So there's a second one now. So I think, if I remember rightly, there is only 2. What you could do is also set up a little trailer next to it to auto load them onto. So there's that thing that you can do. Alrighty, so let's come on over to the next one. I just want to check and make sure that it works. Actually, I wanted to check something. So let's put a parsnip in. Will it accept through multiples? It should do. So there goes the parsnips going in. So that is good. So yeah, you will be able to add in each crop type if you want to do all at the same time. So if you got, say for instance, a distribution silo, you could set it up that way. And obviously with the revamp mod, you could set these to distribute and they'll go into storage. Isn't that even better? As long as it's not a giant's one. So let's activate that, see how that looks as well. Obviously, get that out of the way. Give that a minute. What's that? Potatoes. So, some more washed potatoes. To be honest, they don't look any different to the unwashed ones in that image. See, I wonder. I want to just check something because that is going to bug the crap out of me. Can I spawn a pallet of potatoes out? I don't think I can. Potato soup. No. Okay. Crops. Oh, there we go. Potatoes, potatoes. Give me a potato. PP. What? That's a shame. You got sugar beets in there, but you haven't got potatoes. What the crap? Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure the image for normal potatoes is that. It looks no difference to me, but yeah. Obviously, there you go. So there is your washed parsnips, and obviously they can then be sold as well. So yeah, very very cool. Yeah, I didn't really need that one to be honest, but this I like. The only thing I do wish it had is a bigger capacity. Now, just out of interest, oh heck, we haven't got any, is there? I was just thinking, if we had a silo, for example, extension maybe nearby. Okay, yeah, it's not going to work. Sometimes these extensions hook on to, let's try that one there, the production. Does that increase the capacity at all? Doesn't really look like it. Okay, not really. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know with some of the productions in game, if you have a silo nearby, it will actually link onto the production and increase the capacity. But yeah, that doesn't seem to be working with these, unfortunately. But yeah, nice idea. I like it. Could it be adapted to have a bigger capacity later on? Maybe. So yeah, but yeah, in just literally a few minutes of running that, I was able to get 3 potato pallets out of it, plus the 2 washed parsnips. So it does seem to pump through them pretty fast. So if you've got like a spare 10, 15 minutes, you could get quite a few pallets. There's another one just come out again. In a short time. And the nice thing is, they should also auto-load if you're very, very clever. See if I can multitask. Yeah, so obviously if you've got a trailer nearby, maybe a couple of these placed down, you could quite easily stack them up, and then once they're loaded up, take them to your sell point and be done with them. So yeah, or the one nice thing is these pallets will also go into those giant storages, so this would be a good way to show this a lot off. So if we come into here, for example, this is obviously the pallet and vehicle storage that comes with the DLC. So there you go, they've gone straight in, which is good. And obviously we do have the little visuals. So yes, so we've got 3 pallets of washed potatoes, 3 pallets of washed parsnips, 1,000 litres on each. So there's that, and then to spawn them back out, obviously come over to the trigger here. We'll do 3 there. Kind of curious how big that area is, and 3 there. So there you go. So that is where they're going to spawn, is right in the front here. So make sure that you're keeping it pretty well clear underneath this awning if you are going to use this building. But yeah, overall, there is good points, there is bad points in the whole pack. I can't lie, to be honest. There is more down, in my opinion. Obviously, if you are on a small map, you're just starting out, I can see the sell points being very useful to get going, but the capacities on them are very, very small overall with those productions and the sell points. Highly disappointed in the distribution centre. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit more than what it is than just a glorified sell point. Will I be using it? Possibly on Canyon Crossing, mainly for the sheds. I do like the looks of some of these sheds. The open front ones, I really like those or those type of sheds. And the nice thing is they all have lighting. Would I ever use that? Probably not. Maybe as a decorative building only, really, to be honest. Just to fill in a space. But yeah, I'd probably look into maybe using that. I have no idea. I'm kind of looking at it. I've got. Oh, I wonder. Don't you just hate when you get ideas? They're still going. I've just had a mad idea. Let me come back in here, grab another tractor briefly, and a trailer. Let me just buy that. And so we're gonna need a low. Yeah, no. I just use. Let's see. I need something that would have a sliding and doesn't tip. Something like that, I guess. Yeah, that would probably work. Maybe. Yeah, we'll give that a try. Buy that. Just had a thought, with that shed, obviously, in those bunkers, will these trailers fit in there? Because obviously you could always, excuse me, always use it as a trailer storage. But what actually goes into those pits? Is it just for unloading root crops, or can you actually put, say, for instance, forage or grass in there and ferment it? So let's do a quick test, and then I think that will probably do for today. And we'll get over onto Canyon Crossing. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got some stuff to cut, grass to cut. I've also got some weeding to do. So yeah, busy. Good, it is. Got to be fine. So we'll come into here. Let's grab. Which one's it? That one. I want some grass if possible. If it will allow me to have any in here. Chaff. There we go. Let's give this a shot. Go. Sorry. My wife came in asking a question. Had to go quiet there for a moment. Right. So from the looks of it, you can unload chaff and grass, stuff like that. Now it'd be kind of interesting to see how easy that would be, though, to roll out, and if it actually gives me the compression. No. So it looks like it's just going to be like a storage for maybe your root crops are really then. That's a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping it'd be like a bunker where you could ferment silage and such into it, but nope. Shame. Oh, what was that there? That was the trailer. Shame. Worth a try. I was kind of hoping to see it pop up saying, "Yep, you can ferment this," and blah blah blah. Needs to be compressed, but nope. That is a shame. But yeah, if you got any like root crops, I suppose you could put your parsnips, your potatoes. But yeah, just maybe a little bit on a small map would be fine. On a big map like Canyon Crossing, yeah, useless to be honest. Heck it, yeah, I might put that. That's the sort of building I'd put in the BGA, for example. Now I'm pretty sure I've missed one building. Looking at all them, I'm sure there's one other building. Hang on. What did I miss? That one! Yeah, of course, I knew. So one more building just to quickly look at. Obviously this is a big vehicle workshop. I kind of like the look of this. But... And... Yeah, I'm going to just leave that there, I think. Buildings are placed a little bit close, so yeah. But yeah, this will work on Canyon Crossing. You're good with it. I know a lot of people are a little bit disappointed in the overall pack. Can't blame them, to be honest. So obviously, first thing is obviously a vehicle workshop. So you do have a 3-bay workshop area with a drive-through. This is something I do like. The only thing is, obviously, with some of those bigger trailers, you will struggle to get in here. But with some of the smaller equipment, you should be fine. Obviously, you got light switch there, but you can come further out and turn them on anywhere within this building. Obviously, you've got lovely little decorations and stuff inside, and obviously, if you wanted to repair your vehicles, obviously, you've got to bring them into the shed itself. Come over to the front office area here, and obviously, you hit the old R key. So, yeah, let's see if I can use this a sec just to demonstrate. You can see the menu popping up, but not having anything there. Doesn't really give you an idea of what it does. Will you be able to sell? Is it just a repair? So let's bring this in here like this. Come over to the trigger. So as you can see, it is only a repair area. So you can obviously come in and customize as normal. But if you want to sell it, you'd have to obviously do it through the menu or take it to the vehicle shop on the map. But overall, I like the look of it. If it was bigger and had these doors that went up a bit higher, it would be quite nice. Yeah, that was one thing I could see, is this being double the height. There's plenty of space for those rollers to come up and around. Obviously the crane there is the issue, but looking at it, it could go up and around and over the top of that crane. So, okay, I'll leave it there really. overall, if I was to mark it out of 10, what would I give it? And where's my little robot? Has he done the whole thing? I have no idea. Um, Viking would give it a number 2. Yeah, no, I got a little. I'm going to be a little bit more giving with that one actually, Viking. Obviously, there's a lot of shed. There's quite a few sheds there that could be used on any map quite nicely. So I would say maybe 6 out of 10 overall for this one. I'm being very generous with that. Having say bigger capacities on some of this stuff would be quite nice. Obviously, it gives you the option of not having. Let's see. What? Say for instance, these were in mod packs. You could. See, we've got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. See, I'm looking at maybe 5 to 6 individual mod packs here. Obviously, it could always be done as one big one, but yeah. I'm thinking maybe if you split it down, put it on the mod hub, you could have maybe 6, 7 different mod packs. Obviously, that is then doing away with all those individual mod packs, and you just having the one with the DLC. So that's why I'm being a little bit more nice, shall we say, with it. My little robot is doing his funny little job there, cleaning away. He's very slow and completely useless, but yeah. Nice idea, though. Nice idea, Giants. Yeah, exactly, Donby here. The sell points, if you're just starting out on a map, are a great way of making a little bit of money with whatever you have that you can make. Obviously, later game, yeah, you're going to want to look into those sell points that are in the map and additional sell points. So, yeah. You have buyer's remorse. Really? My job is done. But yeah, I do like the concept of obviously the placeable chipper. If it had the option to unload into a tipper, I think that'd be a nicer idea. I'm not really worried about the stones in all honesty. Same thing with the potato washers. Nice idea, but it has been done before, so it's not really anything new to the game. Obviously, in 19 we had a potato washer pretty well same as this. Obviously, they haven't been able to add in the ability to utilise those other crops from other DLCs, so it is what it is. Obviously, I know what Mr. Boomhauer himself, he has a FS22 version of a potato washer, which I suppose with a little bit of an edit or two could be released for the PV map. So, but yeah, yes, they want 1050 US dollars. Can for it not worth it? Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people have stated that they are disappointed in it, that it should have been more on the mod hub. Out of interest, Farmer Marks, where did you see that 1050? Is that on Steam by any chance? Just out of curiosity. Because, yeah, if you actually go to the Giants website, it's actually only $7.99 US dollars. And from what I understand, you can use this code to download it onto your computer and add it into your library that way. So you technically saving a couple of dollars there. So and you're in
Actually,
Canada.
Billy, that's 1050 Canadian dollars,
That's
which is
Canadian. Okay.
about right. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Dokie. It's a little bit
yeah,
more.
they're a little
Okay.
bit. It's like 130 Canadian dollar
Oh,
to 1 US dollar.
that is really really terrible. Why can't you all be in one place? have one economy and one or currency and stuff. But yeah, obviously for anybody interested, obviously you'll have to do the conversion. But yeah, $7.99 US dollars. Actually, to be honest, I think that was about $7.99 UK or thereabouts. I can't remember; it was so long ago. But if you wanted to support a streamer, and I'm going to put this out there for anybody who is buying DLCs through Giants or the game, whether it's Farm Sim 19, 22, whatever's coming out in the future, you can use a partner's code. Obviously, if you want to support Mr. Dajnet, all you'd have to do is when you come into here, obviously we're going to just do a quick one. I'll use PayPal for the minute. Obviously, enter all your details as normal, and right here where it says partner code, obviously it is optional. What you can do is put in a partner code. So, like for instance, Mr. Dajnet is if you type in Dajnet like that in capitals DAJNET, when you check out, he will get a little. I believe we actually earn maybe a penny or a cent or a few cents per transaction. It's not a lot, it's a tiny little amount. But the more people put Dajnet in on this, the better chance he gets for future early accesses to new Farm Sim games and new DLCs and stuff like that. So I think at the minute he's actually a bronze partner. But obviously if we can shift him up higher, it'd be great. And obviously you're supporting them, supporting him I should say, and obviously the maps and who the heck knows that Giants may take a notice and actually maybe pull Dave in as a maybe a outside helper or sort of thing or idea person. I don't know, but yeah, there you go. Obviously, that's obviously Mr. Dagenet's. Now, if you wanted to support a fellow alpaca, me, in other words, mine's is really simple. It's just alpaca, so ALPACA, just like that, capital letters. When it goes, you can see it. There you go. So alpaca is my partner code. Obviously, T Miller will have his, Darius Frost will have his, so on and so forth. So, if you do want to support a particular streamer, ask them what their code is, so you can actually enter this in. Now, one thing to what we'll show you quickly. Let me come into here. Let's find Mr. Dajnet. Now, hopefully this is not going to play anything. Let me just mute that a sec. If you actually come into their Twitch or even their YouTube, they might have this as well. But if you go into the about the person, sometimes they will actually have a link to that particular DLC that you want to purchase. Obviously, Dave hasn't got them on here. So let me come over to my Twitch and I'll click on there. So as you can see, if I scroll down, there is links that will take you straight to that particular DLC. Obviously, select your payment option. Now, obviously, if I scroll down, that's already automatically filled for me. Obviously, if Dave had them set up on his channel, it would have Dajnet on there. If T Miller had that set up on his channel, it'd have his partner code, so on and so forth. So have a look just under the abouts part of the stream, and yeah, it does save a little bit of time. So Kubota, for example, if somebody wanted to buy the Kubota pack, obviously just click on it, come on over here, obviously select the payment type, enter your details, and obviously that is already in there. But yeah, if you want to put Dave, just put Dajnet in there, and yeah, he gets all the credit. So, and obviously if you're not following Mr. Dajnet, obviously Viking Streaming did put his link in chat. Obviously if you're on YouTube watching this later on, DAJNET on Twitch. Definitely come over and say hello sometime. Now, with that being said, I should need to get them updated. I think that's pretty much everything covered. Ooh, look at that timing. Birdie coming in to land. Hello, mate. Hello. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. No. Well, again. There we go. So yeah, there you go, guys. T Miller's links there. Obviously, Dave's there. So yeah, give them both a follow on Twitch. Catch them when they do go live. With that being said, I think I've covered anything. Let's see, what's that? Coming up to the halfway point, I think now would be a good time to get the heck out of here and get back onto my save game. So let's come out of here. But yeah, I think a few little tweaks and stuff to that, like the sell point, definitely needed sorted out at some point. And it's cheaper on Steam, yeah. Yeah, it does vary depending on where you are in the world as well. But obviously the conversion will keep it around about that price anyway. Right then, so it's coming to here. Mod folder switcher, select Canyon Crossing, and we'll get that up loading. And obviously, once I get this loading up, I will take a quick break, get a fresh refill, stretch the legs, and yeah, see what we can do today. Actually, I might put that video on just now because it's going to keep looping and looping and looping. So I'll leave it on for now. But yeah, that is now available on the Giants website if you are interested. Let me accept that ships thing.
The fishing on this game is very difficult to learn.
Yeah, bet.
I hate fishing.
Right, well,
I
I'm
hate
here.
fishing.
Let's see. Anything come out today?
Farmer Marks, I
Not
saw
really.
that crop plane. The controls of it is like a helicopter. It takes off up and down. Yeah.
And I
Like
have been
cause,
playing around with this thing. I'll
yeah.
show this off in a little while. There's one other thing I want to try and figure out if I can do it before releasing it. But for the minute, I will be right back. Mr. T Miller is here anyway, so you can chat with him. But I'll put you on the
Yeah.
intermission screen, and you can watch it loading up, and you can listen to Mr. T Miller chatting away. If it's going to show the...
Yeah.
Come on, show the game. Please. Please.
It's not going to.
Yes, it blinking will. Please, please, pretty, pretty, please. Make sure that is on Farm Sim.
I like the water physics on this game though. It's awesome.
Let me reselect that. Well, hopefully it'll kick in a minute. The game's having a funny 5 minutes actually. It's just gone Pete Thomas, so it might kick in a moment. But anyway, I'll be back in just a couple, okay?
There's no way I'm gonna catch 3 fish. Oh man, how do you see? My line keeps breaking. Yeah, Farmer Marks, but when you get that in the air, it's kind of cool, but it takes off like a helicopter, lands like a helicopter. We're almost floating out of the water. Oh, man. Just got it? Yeah. Because I got it at the store and I tried to roll down the the area there before it hit the fence and try to get it to go up and it ran right into the fence. I got it already, farming trucker. I'm trying it out. I got early access to it. I will be streaming it on Friday on my day off. But the fishing part is very difficult to learn. You start off with a little rowboat. You got to build up your money to advance through. The water physics is awesome. I kind of like it so far, except for this fishing part. About to float out of the fishing area, drift out of the fishing area. There we go. Got me a fish. Let's see. How do you see the green? Oh, oh, okay. The lines. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I get it now. I'm starting to get it. Starting to get it here. Got my first fish, maybe. Oops. Yeah. Watch out. Ah, okay. Got to catch 3 fish on this mission. I want to get into get a bigger ship, the cargo part of it. Green Thumb, do you have any problems with that edit I did to the decal pack? Any problems with it? Is working fine. The hotspot, I made it into loading. There was like 12 different hotspot names you can use. We were using placeable and it didn't accept it. But in the warning on the log file, it says acceptable hotspot names are blah 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 blah. And I used the loading one. The Q key, I believe it was. The Q key makes it go up. Or no, the mouse.
Alright.
Sorry, the mouse.
I'm back.
Hold down the mouse button up and down and roll your mouse up and down.
How do you get in the
man,
air?
I broke the line
Easy
again.
Dev tool. It's a great thing. Right, we'll just let this finish loading, and I'll actually show you once this gets through
Show
the
what?
initial flying part.
The one I did.
I shouldn't put it down, but I could do. I'm pretty sure I've got the updated version in here. I know I downloaded it. I might have to reload. Hang on. It's a little bit laggy. So obviously in the Easy Dev tool, so F12 menu, you have flight mode on here. So if you make sure that that's set to on,
You have to.
and flight state is set on, so that's in under the general settings. Actually, at the bottom, does it actually? Yeah, it actually shows you right here what keys to use. So the Q and the E are the main ones you want to. So Q is up, E is down, then obviously W, A, S, and D for moving around, and obviously you can use your mouse as well for turning around if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's literally how you do your flight mode. So just go into Q. Obviously, if you hold down the shift as well, that will actually allow you to go that little bit faster as well. So obviously you got your walking speed and then running speed. In addition, if you wanted to just fly around the map, under this, the players tab in the F12 menu for Easy Dev, you also have this, the running multiplier. If you turn that on, you can adjust that right up all the way to 14. Yeah, 14. And yeah, you can get around the map a little bit faster, a little bit quicker if you want to fly around and see where certain things may be. And oh my goodness, I didn't
But it won't
climb that
take
one.
off like a plane, a regular plane.
No, but
It's a
yeah.
helicopter stuff. It's a
Oh,
Harrier, AV-8 Harrier.
oh, you're on about the mod, is it? Okay. But yeah, if you want to do flight mode in game, you could do it that way. But yeah, I haven't got that thing, unfortunately. The last time I seen one of them being used, it crashed the game. So yeah, not interested.
Yeah.
Anyway, so couple of things. So just catch up from Monday stream. So after Monday stream, I was going through the bogs, got them planted, and I made a bit of a boo-boo. Obviously, I wanted 2 fields of rice, 2 fields of cranberries. I ended up planting 1 rice, 3 cranberries down in the bog. So I ended up going to my trusty little pond up the back and planted that with rice. So, yep, that's all planted. And the other thing I do need to do is come down here and fertilize it. Now, what's really weird, and I know it's happened to Dave, is obviously I've got a homer down here that had seed in it. For some really weird friggin' reason, the attachment on the back has actually gone back to the vehicle shop, and I've lost a full trailer, or nearly a full trailer, of seed. I'm frigging annoyed, that's for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat it back in with the Easy Dev tool and get it back up here later on. So yeah, and yeah, I didn't break nothing. I broke nothing, Grit fan, yet. But yeah, obviously I've got all these done. The roll, they just need to go, obviously, like I said, lime, fertilize, stuff like that if needed.
What did
How
you
is
break, Billy?
nothing? How are you doing, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, so far so good. Hey, T Miller, how are you doing?
Saying
Good.
that the nitrogen's good, but I could do with more to get up to a better level. The pH is okay, that could be a little bit higher, so at some point I do need to come through and get them attended to. Now, one thing I did mention on Monday stream, I would love to have a John Deere planter that also fertilizes at the same time. And obviously the in-game one, which is the one that I edited, I'm currently using, doesn't have that option. How you doing there, Rusty Nail? Welcome in, buddy. I kind of took the Kenzie. So obviously base game, I've come in here to show you what I'm on about. So under planters, right there, scroll across. Obviously at the end here we have a Kenzie blue drive. Obviously this one has your fert tanks on. And then you have the John Deere. Now obviously I've made the edit to it to do all crops, blah, all that sort of stuff, bigger capacities, work speed stuff. Obviously I wanted one that had the fert tanks on. That did all the crops and all that as usual. Now, yeah, after the stream, what during T Miller's stream actually, and he actually seen this. I actually went through. I need to still do a little bit of tweaks to rename it, but I did create a John Deere version of that Kenzie with the yellow tanks, green, everything, and it works freaking well too. I had to play with it. Actually planting my other rice field, and yeah, it did really good. The only thing I cannot get it to do is the the rolling at the same time. I know like Team Miller's John Deere, that big DB that he's got, does the automatic rolling, so you don't have to do it additionally. But I cannot get this to freaking work on here. So yeah, it took a little bit of work in, but I got there. Obviously, I had to actually go into the editor to change the actual color of those tanks. That was interesting to figure that one out. But yeah, obviously once I finish tweaking this as well, I will also be putting this up on my Trello for anybody to use. So yeah, nice for those little fields, I guess. But yeah, I need to make sure that's a John Deere, not Kenzie. I just noticed that as well. So yeah, I kind of based it on that really. The only thing is obviously that hitch is going to be slightly different. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I need to also put that into the right category. Okay, so let me see. So that is done as well. So yeah, I think for the rest of today, I think I'm going to be mowing. That's one of the things I need to do is this area down here, get it mowed. I am actually in the middle of transporting my bale trailer down, so we'll get this down. But yeah, I need to go through all of my fields. Most have weeds on them. Now, one thing reason I wanted to get these cut first is currently when I get weeds on my grass, clover, and alfalfa fields, which are those 3 fields, the whole field is covered in weeds. Obviously, Dave mentioned the other day, because obviously I haven't replanted since he did like his little edit update. Obviously, I'm gonna have to replant the whole freaking lot. So if I can get in there, get it at least a cut off of it, and then replant it, it's gonna help. See, I can get a hired helper to go through, plough it, seed it, and do all the usuals, and I can then focus on clearing the weeds for the rest of this month and running over deers. Oh, sorry, dude. So yeah, this is going to be the rest of my today and probably tomorrow, maybe even Friday actually, doing these fields, get them sorted out. I do need at some point nip up to the animals. I think it's the pigs. Do have a little bit of food left, but I do want to get them topped back up. So yeah. You like that cedar? Yep. But yeah, I'll go obviously add in the same options as the other cedars. At the minute it is set up for all crops on here, so it's not a problem. But yeah, if I can get that roller option added, stop. Oops. I will do as well. Right, so we need to set this to auto bale. Control left shift. Oh, that's the one. Turn you on. And I'm going to be using follow me for this, so control F, and I want you on that one with an offset of about 3, should be fine on that one. I'll come into you, turn that on, lower that. Oop, control follow. Let's turn those lights off. Control follow. 30 meters back should be fine. Obviously, it's going to put out a hemp bale to start off with, but it is what it is. But yeah, this whole thing, obviously this is clover, and obviously I'm going to be drying it, so hence why I've got the tedder out. There we go. There is a mod that makes all cedars give the roll texture. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like I said, T Miller's cedar that he's got, it's like an edit by Jay Booth and Aussie Kanga, and obviously they were able to add it direct in. So I don't like really running with additional mods and scripts, really, or especially scripts. They can always screw you royally up. Righty, so let's do this. So we'll lower that, turn you on, put you on there. So that should be fine. The other thing it could cause an issue is this right here. I've got some meadow grass that was cut by the other mower. I think it might be this actually, when turning around previously, so hopefully that doesn't cause an issue. Right, so turn on, lower. Now I do on swath drop. Yep, good. Turn you on. Obviously guidance steering. Cron mower. Right there. Yeah, we'll want the bigger pick up. There you go. You go. And here we go. Actually, just out of curiosity, what is the speed on that tether? Because I need to keep it at that speed. Thinking about it. So come in here. Otherwise, he's going to get left behind. It's that one in it. So 15. That's fine. There we go. Cool. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go, go. Now, it doesn't look like I'm going to get much off of this, to be honest, per row, but we shall see. But yes, there we go. So what are you guys' thoughts of that DLC overall? Is there, will you be using it? Obviously now that you've seen it again, is it made up your mind for, yeah, I'm definitely going to get it? Nope, I'm going to wait. Save my money.
Yeah,
The
nah.
videos you guys have put out has pushed me to the wait side of the fence. I don't think I'm going to get it either.
Okay.
Yeah, just it.
You'll buy a
It has some problems.
Yeah.
Maybe if it came out before Canyon Crossing, more people would get it.
True.
Yeah.
True.
All right, we got my first fish. Yeah.
Yay, you're fishing.
Well, in all honesty, after I looked about it, I really thought about this, and I'm like, in all honesty, even the guys who are always so complimentative of Giants for everything they put out, even they're questioning it and saying it may not be the best. That really gave me the reason why not to actually to get it, because it's like these guys are the ones who really, show Giants off, and this was released by Giants, and yet it got their, not the best attention. Why should I spend money on that?
Especially YouTubers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Goham and Clutch and those guys. Plus, I mean,
Farm
even some of the
Sims, or
yeah.
Virtual Farmer,
Yeah.
Farmer Klein even gave it a bad review.
Well, I think the biggest issue was when obviously those guys were reviewing it, a lot of the equipment or the stuff was broken. Obviously, the sell
Exactly.
points were shown too high prices. The washer wasn't even able to be used, so that's probably why they gave it such a crap review.
Well, even Goham's re-reviewed it after the updates, and he still doesn't like it.
Really?
Yeah. But again, he also puts it back onto Dutch modding as well, because they're the ones who actually made everything. Giants just released it, but
yeah,
he's both sides of the situation are not the best. It's Dutch modding made it. Dutch modding, built everything, all the models, all the, XML work and everything. That was done by them. So a lot of the problems were from their side. But at the same time, it also comes off on Giants looking bad because they have the QA, they have the, ability to make sure everything looks great. And look what we got.
Yeah, exactly.
Giants shouldn't have released it.
No, exactly. It should have been if anything, it should have been free.
Yeah,
and
like a mod pack or something, or even just a couple of
exactly
mod
like an
packs.
update.
Yeah.
Yeah, not costing. It's not worth the cost of it. It just does not. It does not enhance the game for a lot of people.
I think what it is obviously it does have specialized scripts in it, which is why it was released as a DLC.
Yeah.
And obviously Dave mentioned that the other day as well, so
Oh,
I can see why they did it that way. But to be honest, it could have been set up a little bit different for certain things, and you wouldn't have needed any additional special scripting. So there is that. But I got it anyway. I had it on pre-order, so I wanted to look at it. Will I be using any of it? I possibly use some of the sheds, but that'll be about it. I would like to see maybe Mr. Boomhauer taking his potato washer that he's got for the Uncharted map, maybe doing an updated version of it and releasing it for Canyon Crossing. Obviously, if he doesn't want to do it, I don't mind doing the edit. I've got the washer myself somewhere on my computer. I just need to grab it and do the tweaks to it. So, yeah, it'd be an easy quick fix.
Carolyn said if you bought it on Steam, you could get a refund.
Yeah, Obviously, I think you get
Exactly,
like
yeah.
a little bit of a leeway in trying it out, and obviously if you don't like it, you can
Yeah, I
get your
think 2
refund.
hours or something
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
2 hour leeway. They give you 2 hours. If you haven't played it for
Yeah.
2 hours and you say you want a refund, they will
yeah,
refund it.
Yeah.
exactly. So there is that option, and I think I'd imagine Giants would have the same option as well. If you did pre-order it and you're really disappointed, you could obviously request a refund. I would have thought as well.
Oh,
But
yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'll be
Maybe that would
keeping
be
it.
true.
Yeah, well, I'll be
Well,
keeping
and
it
that's the thing. I think
regardless.
you never know because I mean, even though it was a DLC and everything, maybe in the future it gets unlocked so that people can actually make it a little different and then
Make it
Yeah,
better.
make it
that
better. Yeah.
um, I'm not
If
really
they wouldn't lock
sure.
the DLCs, it'd make things a lot better. But they always lock everything for DLC. It seems like.
Yeah. Now, obviously, one thing is obviously it being a third-party creator of that DLC.
Hmm.
Oh, now, normally in the next game iteration, what we call it, so the next version of the game, normally that would be unlocked. But
Hmm.
the possibility is if they do re-release it for the next Farms game, will they just release it as another like a free DLC that is locked, or will they allow people to look at the scripts and see if they can change it in any way to suit a
They
better
kind of have
playstyle,
to.
should we
I would
say?
think they would have to, as
Mm.
they've made this
But
the
it could
whole
be a
system.
one-off thing and be done with the
Yeah.
farm sim. So yeah, who knows what the future's gonna hold? But
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, it may just be we just wanted to do it at least once and make it tons and tons of money, and flopped.
Right. It- exactly. That's the thing I'm
Uh,
thinking is they may have, because I guess what I heard is they're changing the company's changing their name and everything already as it is. So it's not even gonna be Dutch modding in the future.
I
It's gonna
know.
be
I think over the last couple
something
of years
else.
they've
Which,
changed it about 5, 6, 7, 8 times. It's like ridiculous.
yeah,
I don't know.
company that has to change their name that many times. There's something else going on.
It's nearly as bad as some people on Twitch, to be honest, constantly change their names. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I bet.
You just get used to one name, and then it's it was like on Twitch. It's what every 3 months you can change your
Yeah.
account name. It's always like that. You just get used to the name, and then they suddenly change it. And who the heck's that? What? Yeah, please stop doing it. Stop doing it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I'll probably use some of the buildings possibly around the map, but that would be about it from that DLC.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the buildings would be worth it, but the other stuff, at least not yet.
Yeah.
The buildings aren't worth $7.99 though.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, here you go. Here's another option, or another way of looking at it. Obviously, when the premium was sent out for early access, now obviously that is that $8, $9, whatever it is as well. For that, obviously you get the map, the buildings, the new crops, stuff like that. Obviously, Dave, bless his cotton socks. Obviously, apart from the crops being added, a lot of the buildings are kind of useless on here. Now, the only thing that did make that DLC buyable was all of those the fences and stuff like that, and that is what he said made that DLC worth buying, and I do agree, to be honest. Well, obviously having the crops and that is a nice addition, but yeah, overall I wouldn't have bought it, but I did anyway because I just like having the whole set. So yeah, you got to look at. Okay, they've got what 5, 6, maybe 7 sheds in that pack with the new one. Is that worth $7, $8? Not really. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make it sound better than it really is, I guess.
You're not convincing us, Billy.
No, I'm not. I'm really wishing I didn't buy it now. But no, I'm only kidding. But yeah. But yeah, they've got some interesting ideas with obviously the root crop washer. I suppose the best way to put it. Actually, I was looking on the in-game mod hub. Now, obviously people saying, "Oh, there's already stuff out there." Yeah, but not like that. It's not. There's like I found one production mod on the in-game mod hub that does something similar, but it's just a building. You put the product in, you get the stuff back out. That's it. There's no actual visuals of like that washer going around and stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah,
Well, there's one.
I would love to see Boomhauer actually update it for this map with the additional crops if possible as well. That would be nice.
I know there is a modder out there who does have it in his maps, a potato washer, but I don't think he has it as a placeable. Unfortunately, I think it's just in his map.
Yeah, you're on about Stevie,
Start-
aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep, it's the same model. He stole it from.
Oh, it is.
I think he. Well, he didn't steal it. Sorry, I believe he actually asked permission from Shy Wizard to use it on his maps. So
Okay.
yeah. Obviously in 19 that particular model was used in Boomhauer's coffee factory, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it was.
Mhm.
Obviously, if you guys are not sure what the heck I'm on about, let me unzip this and I'll show you while I'm going down here. I'm going to try and not crash. um, so let's open that up in the editor. Come on. Load up, quick. Yeah, so this thing. Now, obviously, I haven't actually seen it work, and I know Team Miller's used it. I believe the drum
Yeah, I used some
itself
on
rotates
Uncharted.
and stuff. So, yeah, I think that'd be quite nice if this was updated for those new crops. And obviously, you can tip straight into a trailer if you want to. I think it's got a decent sized capacity in there. So, yeah, I could see that being utilized a lot better. I think if I remember rightly as well, it does output pallets of oh cripes, now you're asking. I think was it compost or something that he had it coming out of?
Oh. Well, actually,
Yeah,
you know what? That's a
compost.
lot like
Which
another one too.
yeah.
There's another modder, not Steve, but there's another modder who uses that as well.
Mm. So
His
yeah.
maps start with an R. That's all I'm gonna
Yes,
say.
well, you know where he got that from, don't you?
But it's not the only mod he
Exactly.
But
gets.
yeah.
No, exactly. That's why I don't play his maps anymore because I realized he's kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh yes. We won't go there. But yeah.
Never.
But yeah, I would love to see Mr. Boomhauer update it to have the sugar beets, the red beets, the carrots, the parsnips as well, and obviously run in conjunction with obviously the DLC. So then he wouldn't really need
Oh,
to do much additional editing to it, to be honest.
Billy, I found one glitch with this game so far.
Have you?
After midnight, it stays at PM, not AM.
Oh, okay.
The time.
Yeah.
Not a biggie.
Mm. I'm still kind of curious why they revoked the original keys.
Maybe they had a problem with them or something, because they
It's
did give them
possible.
back. New ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That
kind
what
of
game are you
glad they
talking about?
did. Ships at Sea.
Oh, dang
Oh,
it.
I'm playing it right now, actually, learning how to fish on it.
Actually, I need to redeem that quickly. It's copy you.
Yeah.
Go into Steam. Let's load that up. And actually, if I can find the video for it in just a sec, I can
Show it,
show you
yeah.
guys what T Miller is on about if you haven't seen it
Yeah.
already.
I really like it so
Add this
far.
game code.
The water, the water physics is
Confirm.
awesome. It's really real.
Okay. Now, I shall probably look on YouTube because it's probably a better place to go.
It's not on the Steam webpage.
Oh, most likely, but I find it better over
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah, I will be streaming it Friday.
Oh, it helps if I spell it right, but the tag rate came up. There.
Peggy 3.
Oh, pause that there. Right, let me stop that there so I don't crash into anything. Close that. Go back to desktop. We'll bring this little dude over. Go full screen. and you guys can enjoy this while I mute myself and have a little drink. So this is Ships at Sea. Obviously, like I said, it will be released on the 9th of May, or May the 9th, however you say it. But yeah, check this out, guys.
You gotta work your way up to those big boats like that. You get a little rowboat to start with, and that's it.
Shh.
Mm.
Preview video. Shh. Do I have to
Oh,
mute
sorry.
you, young man?
Sorry.
Yeah, it does look really good there, Hectate.
Yeah, it is.
Wow,
Um,
that
It
actually
is.
is.
And as you
That
can
little
see,
rowboat you saw
there we
is the
go.
one you start with.
Yeah, so
Oh,
May
really?
the 9th.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So next week this will be out. It's on Steam. I don't know where else it would be.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Steam, Epic Games Store, Microsoft Store. So yeah, there's a few places there. But yeah, the thing that really I spotted is it's on Unreal 5 as well,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
really cool. Very, very cool. And obviously, it does have single and multiplayer
Yeah.
options as well. So if you had a bunch of friends, you could all join in and do a bit of fishing. So cool.
I'm gonna try to talk farming guy to getting it, and me and him multiplay it.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That really, really would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Farming. Oh gosh, farming guy. Yeah, that would be an interesting stream for sure.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
enjoy doing multiplayer with him in any game.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't got it already, to be honest. But yeah.
If
Hey
you're
there,
seasick,
Vortex.
if you get seasick, you may get seasick on that little rowboat if you're out at sea.
Mhm.
It
So,
does bounce around a lot.
ba-da-ba-da.
Well, Billy, you convinced me to put it on my wish list, so definitely is going to be an interesting game, I think.
Uh,
Because I played the North Sea and Barents Sea game as well, so this looks.
okay.
This is
Man,
supposed to be
this
the
looks-
sequel to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys are not following Team Miller, make sure to click on that link, and he will be doing early access streams for
Yeah.
that. Streams. You notice how I said "s" on the end.
Yeah,
And
depending on
you never know, he may even get additional keys to hand out to you guys so that
Yeah.
you could potentially win. Obviously, that's only a maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I understand.
definitely go over and check out Team Miller and see the game. Obviously,
Wow.
I'll probably do a review of it next Monday.
Hmm.
Yeah. During my little 2
They
hour
actually
stream.
went some major companies too. It looks like for some of the stuff in there, like the navigation and stuff, is two big companies that I've heard of that do fishing.
Oh.
So they didn't go small on here; they went big.
Yeah. Which is very, very cool.
Yeah, finally getting companies to actually partner out with other groups that know what they're doing with it and making it good.
Yep.
Sorry,
Cool.
I just saw that there on their build page.
No worries. Yeah, I don't really know much about the sort of boat fishing and stuff like that, but it's going to be interesting to learn. Obviously, in real life,
Mhm.
I've done boat fishing once, and that was like a bunch of us all went out on the boat. Um,
I,
actually, I did enjoy it. I've actually got a boat reel and rod, and I've only ever used it once. It's terrible. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that again one day. So normally I
I
just do beach
actually
fishing.
used to live next to a girl who every fishing season went up to Alaska and worked on a couple different ships. One year she worked with the guys from Deadliest Catch. Actually, she was on the show.
Oh, nice.
She goes,
I
"It's
hope
hard." She goes, "If you think what you see is hard, just try actually living on the ship 24 hours. It's a lot
I,
different than what they show on
I hope
TV."
they come out
Yeah.
with a DLC with the Navy ships.
Peggy
That
3.
would be interesting, I would think.
Yeah, go chase down
Uh,
drug smugglers or something. Yeah.
Do you know how much that game is? Because obviously, since I've redeemed it, the price I buggered off.
It's 24.99, I think it said.
24.99 is okay.
I didn't
That's not bad.
I didn't see a price yet listed. It just on Steam there's no price listed. It just
Yeah, I
says
got my
Okay.
add to
free
wish
fish
list.
finally.
Okay. But yeah, make sure you add
Well,
it to your wish list, guys.
I,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Very, very
And just
cool.
so you know, just so you know, Tom, I'm gonna get that game. So if I can join you guys sometimes playing multiplayer if you
Oh
want.
yeah, yeah, we
Love
can
to.
set it up.
Yeah, it says 4 players. It says they only allow up to 4 players. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Maybe let
Yeah.
some
so
viewers in too.
yeah.
There's a lot of
See,
good games coming out over the next
Oh, there are.
month or so. So yeah, very, very cool. Because I know David was listing off a lot of different games, and I kind of got lost track. And I was trying to do like shout outs for people. Heck, slow down.
I'll be
Through
honest
the
with you. The
streets.
one that gets me is
Uh,
that Foundry game. I'm kind of interested in
yeah,
that Foundry.
that's Thursday comes out, is it? Or is it out already? I can't remember. So yeah, that'd be an interesting one to see.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I see what Dave likes. I'm like, oh, that actually does look interesting. And then I'll wait till listen to see what happens.
Yep. And where will I be? I'll be stuck in Farm Sim. But that's one weird thing. Is obviously as mentioned the other day. Actually Dave mentioned it as well yesterday. Is yes how Aquarius was coming on. Now obviously I've gotten up to the point where I've unlocked the Oceanarium, and that's as far as I've got now. I've kind of got a bit stumped. I don't know. Can't get the drive to go back into it. Same with Supermarket Simulator. I actually loaded it up. What day was it? Sunday for about 5 minutes. Then I just didn't feel like I wanted to play it. Didn't want to. It's not pulling me in, sort of thing at the minute. So I ended up loading up Farm Sim again. So I don't know. It needs something to give it a to get it back in there. I think.
Yeah.
But, currently, I think I'm up to level 50. It's either 50 or 51 in Supermarket Simulator. So I've got a lot I could still go in and do. I just haven't got the oomph to actually play the game at the minute, which is horrible to say. Um, and obviously the Aquarius, I think it's level 9 maybe or something like that. But what I did find out with obviously that Oceanarium, from the looks of it, there's different sections that you unlock along the way to unlock the. In essence, you end up getting the whole thing, but it's in little bits to start off with. So, which is quite a nice idea rather than having the whole thing. So, yeah, definitely want to get in there at some point, but trying to find the drive and the oomph to do it. Maybe when I haven't got so much to do on here, I might get back into it a little bit more. And also we've got update, was it 1.0 being released for Satisfactory soon? That's something I've put off from playing as well for quite a while.
hmm
I do want to get into that once it's released.
Yeah, 1.0 I think is going to be interesting with Satisfactory.
Yeah.
It's going to have a lot of I mean, I haven't seen much about what's going to have all in it, but from what I'm hearing people say, it's really amazing. So I hope it is.
Yeah.
What, Satisfactory?
Yep.
Yeah, Satisfactory, the 1.0 release when it happens.
You know, someone gifted it to me, but I haven't even installed it yet.
That's terrible.
Well,
They're terrible.
They were trying to get me to get into it.
Yeah. The other one as
like a
well
lot
is
of people have.
Arc. I just have not been able
Mm.
to get my butt to load that up again. Now the biggest issue is obviously I'm actually getting quite low on memory. I actually went through on the weekend. I think I mentioned on Monday stream where I
RAM,
actually
not
took
memory.
um,
Yeah, hard drive.
whatever. Yeah, the storage.
Yeah, storage.
I'm getting
There's
very
a
short on that,
difference.
but yeah, I went through all of my old mod packs for like Wolf Creek, Uncharted, NBC Acres, and all that. I've kept obviously Wolf Creek because I've got a lot of hours on there, and I kept Underhill saves. But what I ended up doing is removing obviously any um, mods that are in the pack because I can get them downloaded off of Dave or through the mod folder switcher at any time. But any additional mods, I've actually put them all into a pack, zipped it up, put it up on my which one is it? One of my Google Drives, and it's stored there with the save game. So if I ever do want to go back onto those maps, I can just download the whole lot, add in obviously the mod packs and the map, and I can put them back up. So that's actually given me quite a lot of additional space. So I might actually have enough, almost, to do the update for Ark to add in Scorched Earth, because that is one map I would like to look at. I've not actually looked at any videos on YouTube. That's the thing. I've stayed well away from Ark on YouTube, so I can't see what's going on in there at all. So yeah. So that's something I want to do at some point, and at least try and do a little bit in there. Apart from that, that's pretty much all the games I've got. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this new Ships at Sea. Try that out a little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I've got a Fishing Planet as well, but even that I can't be bothered to play at the minute. Kind of run out of the drive to play it, to be honest. So yeah, it's primarily back to Farm Sim at the minute. So, but that's fine. I've got plenty to do on here. I've got loads and loads I still want to do. So yeah, so I'm happy. Still doing the odd little mod here and there, but yeah. I'm still trying to figure out as well how to change the hotspot icon in the map for a placeable. If you're trying to think, what the heck is he on about? So you see all these little blue squares. Obviously, these are all brought in by the game. Freaking save, typical. Had a few. Time to get a new hard drive. Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking of. Vortex is getting like an external hard drive set up. Because I think when and if we get another game end of the year, obviously I'm going to be archiving Wolf Creek at some point.
Oh yeah.
Obviously along with NBC Acres or whatever it was, Underhill I should say. And obviously I'm going to be obviously doing this Canyon Crossing as well. Obviously that all three of them maps takes up a heck of a lot of space. So yeah, I'm going to need to find another way of doing it. So I've got plenty of time. So I'm going to probably look at getting. I was thinking of like a terabyte or maybe a couple of terabyte storage, external hard drive type thing added for the computer. And I also want to get a disk drive for this, like a CD or DVD drive, because I've got music I want to burn onto the computer at some point. So I can put it on my phone and my wife's phone. But yeah, anyway, going back to the these icons. Now, obviously, we've got goats, we've got cats, but at the minute, if we click on the icon, a goat pen there shows sheep. I would love that to show a goat instead. Same with the cats. Obviously, that's showing a sheep icon. I would love that to have a cat icon. Obviously, the canine enclosure. same again. It's got a sheep icon, but it's I'd love to have a dog, for example. So same with the ducks. Obviously, that's using the chicken.
Thanks for the raid.
It's just something that's kind of been bugging me for a while that I want to know how to do. I found a mod that does it, but can I get the friggin' thing to work? No. I've actually taken Dave's goat pen and I've been playing around with that trying to get it to work, and it just doesn't seem to want to change. So I'm missing something, so I'm going to have to pull it apart even further and try and figure it out. And the base 2010, thank you very much, or Bash should say 2010, thank you very much for the raid with a party of 8. Obviously, if you're not following, go over, give him a follow because he is playing Farm Sim 22. How are you doing, sir? Was your stream good? And what map are you on, by the way? Thinking about it. Have you tried doing the same idea as how you change the production wrench? It's set up a completely different way. You need from what I can see, a special script to do all that. But yeah, obviously changing this, the little paw mark and these icons, that's really easy. I can do that within 5 minutes, that's fine. But yeah, being able to change this is a little more tricky. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Let me see if I can find it. Is it that one? Nope. Mods. Actually, I downloaded a map the other day specifically to try and figure out how to do this because I knew it had it in there. And they had like a bale storage built into the actual map. If I can find it again, where the heck are you? Is it that one? Buy station. Yeah. Object storage. I think it's that one. Bale storage. Yeah. I have to look again because I'm not going to waste time on during the stream about it. But yeah, there is a way of changing these icons, but I'm still missing something. I don't know what it is. I will figure it out. But I would love one of these weeks to say, by the way, guys, have a look at this, and you actually have goats showing in there and ducks and stuff. So it just takes a little bit of time to figure these things out, unfortunately.
Also, maybe you could change the icon for the placeable marker, the seasonal thing that I did. You think it'd be possible?
Yeah, but yours is pulling from the base game. I'm adding in a custom image.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, it wouldn't work unfortunately. But yeah, nice idea. I have tried it that way as well. But yeah, you're very welcome, sir. And you're on
Nadenthal.
What? Nadenthal.
Nadenthal. It's a
Nadenthal.
base
Okay.
map.
Okay. Never heard of it. How are you getting on with that? Interesting. Is that like a 1x map? I'm guessing.
That's base game, yes. So I've
It's not
looked
base
at
game
it.
map.
Okay. I think it is.
No. That's a 4x, is it? Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be base game. No, because you got Elm Creek, Hot Baileron, Erlengrad.
Oh,
Year 3.
I meant. That's a mod. My bad.
Yeah, bless you. It's a 4x. Oh, cool. So that's not too bad. I think 4x is a good minimum size map for a farm sim really to play on. Cool. I'm gonna have to check that one out actually. Let's have a look. I'm not gonna play it, but I want to check that out. Let me see if I can copy you a sec. Copy. I'm guessing that's on the in-game mod hub, is it?
Mhm.
Okay. Maps. Actually, do that. Let's have a little peruse. By Iron Thunder. Ooh. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. There are some big fields on that one. Holy cripes. The only thing that puts me off, it's a very flat map. That's the only downside. But I'm guessing it's just where it's located, possibly in the world. Manitoba, Canada. Okay. But yeah, it looks like a good map. So yeah. Don't know, Mr. Viking. Don't publicise another map, please. We want people to come onto Dave's maps. But yeah, cool. Cool. What do you think you have landscaping tool for? Yeah, but adding freaking huge mountains and stuff into it. Yeah, no thanks. That's what the map maker's there for. Add your mountains in. Create those natural barriers. Add tons and tons of trees in. More barriers. Actually, talking about trees, I noticed my saplings going along the river there and up the side have actually started growing. So that's kind of nice. Oh crap, I should notice something. I will get that on the way back. Because I went in and saved, didn't I? It's an
Well,
option.
Billy, I do
Yeah,
have a
but
question about your tree pack. Does it have spruces that you can place down for decoration?
spruces, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking
Construction,
for some.
landscape, trees, scroll across. Yeah, what do you think? I got most of the spruces, the big ones that I've put down. Yeah, scroll on. Obviously, you got your maples, your willows, stuff like that. But obviously, you do have pine. But keep going on. You got your lovely birches. Near the end, from correct. Yeah, right there. So
I
just
have to get it.
past the shagbar hickories, you have your young spruce, your mediums, and then the old ones,
Yeah.
which also are the ones that Dave's used in here, by the way, just so you're aware. But then you've also got the alternative ones, which are slightly, I suppose, maybe more natural, where they're slightly bent in places, less foliage. So yeah, they're all in there as well.
Okay.
The only ones I
I'll
don't
get it
have
later.
is obviously from the DLC Silver Run.
Yeah.
Alright, let me...
I'm gonna take off, guys. I need to get. It's that time of day for me. The R,
Okay,
the
well,
W, the
thank you
W
very
word.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Don't
keep
do it.
lurking though.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Uh,
Yeah, catch you
Take care,
later.
everyone.
Catch you
Yeah.
later.
You too,
Take care,
Tom.
everyone in
Have a
chat.
good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Follow. Nope, not that one. Want you. Stop. Yes. Done. Right. Follow. Yes, that one. Nope. That one. There. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. I don't know. I'm off to get some dinner, have a nice stream. Alright, thanks, Base. Thanks very much. I'll try and keep your peeps entertained for a little while. Obviously, I'll be jumping off in about 40 minutes myself because my wife's not been feeling the greatest today. So, yeah, I really need to make a sharp jump off today. But yeah. Actually, I've never been a big fan of flat maps anyway. Even in maps I've played previously, I've always liked to have hills and mountains and decent sized forests around it, so I think that's why I like Dave's maps a little bit better. There we go. And also all the productions and such. There we go. Hopefully that should clear that lot as well. So I'm going to go around afterwards just to pick up those odd little bits if I can get enough to get a bale in. That's a bonus. But yeah, I've got all these 3 fields to do. See, technically I could just go around with a forage wagon behind me, but yeah, I'm not really worried. Got plenty of time to spare. There we go. See, what I could even do, thinking about it, is just set a hired helper and let him do all the work. But nah, it's fine. But yeah, what I'll do is once obviously this is all harvested or cut, I need to get it ploughed up, and I'm probably then going to replant it, but I'm not sure if I want to replant it straight away with obviously the clover, alfalfa and grass, because I've got plenty in storage, and obviously once this is cut it's going to set me up pretty much for the next in-game year or two, to be honest. So I think for next in-game year I might just plant them with a normal crop, something like wheat, barley, oats, something like that, even maybe some root crops, and then obviously once that's then harvested, look to then replant it. So there is that as well, which I might just do. I've still got 42 million. It's disgusting. It really is. I'm trying to spend it. Only kidding. But yeah, still going. Actually, I could just technically just plough the whole freaking lot up, really, I suppose. And not even worry about cutting it, but nah. I'm Scottish. I want to get as much off as I can. Even if I'm going to just sell the whole lot, I don't know. Probably not. There we go. Yes. Oh, actually, how close are we? I'll wait till I turn around. Want to just see if there's anything actually up for selling this month, because that's another thing I can do as well. I've got tons and tons in storage. What's mad is obviously I was watching Mamadou actually yesterday, and obviously I mentioned how I had like 42 million, even though I'd been trying to spend some. And obviously that's like chump change to some people in game. But yeah, okay. Obviously I brought up the stock saving this. Oh crap! The stock check thing mod menu. Yeah,
Time
that one.
saving
Thanks.
stock checker.
Yeah, that one. And I'll show you in just a minute once I've turned around how much my products are actually worth that I've got in storage. I was kind of shocked, to be honest. Oh, and I missed that other bill. Oh well, I'll get it later. Yeah, obviously if I was to go through all the factories, all my storages, and sell every product, even stuff in silos and such, but I could make an additional 285 million on top of what I've already got. It's crazy. It really, really is. Right. Thinking about it, the only thing, actually, it'd be more than that because I've got actually one of the Hispano-Modern flat racks partly filled with coffins as well, so it'd be even more than that. So yeah. Anyway, let's have a look, see what we got for sale. So we've got fabric, nope. Clothing, ooh. Need to make a note of some of this stuff. So clothing. Obviously, I'm just really keeping an eye on this. So we got cashmere, nope. Keeping that for the minute. Keep the down. Obviously, that's gone into the textile factory at some point. Is that all it is? Clothing at the minute. Looks like it. Okay. Well, that's fine. So clothing. I could actually get that loaded up. Just have a look where that is. Did I just scroll past it or something? See, now I can't see it. I'm going blind in my old age. There. Nope. Up, 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 up. There we go. Let's see. So, show location. So, 49 pallets and barrel logistics. Okay. So, small container. I could even do that actually with a flatbed, to be honest, but let's do this. Put you on hired helper. Coolio. Oh, fiddle. There goes my auto trail again. This is one thing I think Loki needs to look into, is a way to stop that the auto loading being disabled when you do a save. They had something similar in 19, and it was really frustrating. It'd be nice if there was just a way to stop that from happening. Right, come here, you. H. Let's unload that. Control, Shift, R. And actually, while I'm here, let me grab that other bale. And we'll get that hooked back on in a minute. Mr. Jers, 53 UK, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for that T-Rex roar. Yeah, that's another game that I ended up removing actually from my computer. Is Jurassic World Evolution 2 for my daughter. She's kind of gone off the idea of playing that at the minute. She has been trying to play some of the Planet Crafters, thinking about it. Gets in maybe an hour and then has to come off, so yeah. Usually due to having to do homework and stuff, it's a pain. There we go. But yeah. You're not doing too bad, thank good. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad as well, thank you for asking. Right, let's get you hooked onto there. And you can carry on following him, picking up the bales. Look at that. See, and I'm not doing any of it. Cool. Obviously, I'll just go around afterwards, pick up any additional bits that is missed. But for now, let's jump over to here. Okay, it's a bit of an overkill, but this will do. Actually, I still need to look into a way of getting those potato pallets, the washed potatoes and all that, to see if I can get them to load into one of these trailers. Obviously, the other option would be to have it distributed. Obviously, if you're going to use those potato washers, what you could always have is a little building to distribute them to, and then from there unload via a pipe or something into a tipper, make it life so much easier. Clothing, that's what I'm after, wouldn't it? CL. Clothes. And we'll have all of them. There we go. Actually, I might one of these. Actually, I've got a freaking field full of potatoes. I might just put one of those potato washers down on here to try it out and see how it reacts with the revamp mod, and see if we can actually distribute it straight to like another placeable, for example, where you can then kind of like how the nails are with the steel factory. Obviously, I did do that little pipe that you can put down, distribute your nails, and then load them into a trailer. I think something like that could be set up fairly easy, or even just an edit to that pipe, to be honest. Add in the different potato types, wash type, should say. There we go. So yes, there is options. Actually, did I put that? I'll go back in here. I'll go back in. No. Okay. Yeah, so what I'll look into with that, for anybody who was here earlier, obviously I'd made a little mod of this Howie. Obviously at the minute it does accept all of those root crops. So your potatoes, your sugar beets, parsnips, red beets, and carrot. I am going to go in and add additional capacities as usual. I'll probably try and figure out some form of discharge options for unloading, so you're not spending 3 hours just waiting for it to unload. That's still pumping away. Good, good, good. And obviously I'll get that up on the my Trello. I might even look into adding some color options as well for that thing. We will see. But yes, I do like trying to use some of the stuff that you don't normally see. It's quite nice. And actually, that is one thing I do like about this one, is obviously it does have that belt that would normally pick up those crops on the belt and then unload them. It's kind of cool. Obviously, most people, I'm just keeping an eye on the road so I'm not going to crash. See, most people will take the Amity, this thing here, and just add them all into that. And yeah, okay, that's fine. I've got one already, to be honest, set up that way in one of my packs. But I think just having something a little bit maybe different, it'd be kind of cool. And it gives you guys an option as well. What was that other one? Oh yeah, it's off of the Homer pack and stuff in the TLX. Okay. Oh, see, that's the one that Big Daddy's done, to be honest, that one. And you put in your sugar beets and you get out cut sugar beets. So, heck, I might even just copy it and do the same with that one. Maybe have the two different options. Let's see. But yeah, I really want to get that planter sorted out first. See if I can actually add in the
Billy.
roller effect.
I'm gonna have to get out of here for a little while, so I'll talk to you later, okay, man?
Okay.
Have
See you
fun.
later.
Have a good night. Bye, Billy.
They're all leaving me. I feel so lonely. Only kidding. That's fine. I might as well just jump out of Discord, to be honest. Let me just scoot out of there. That's fine. That is fine. Obviously, yeah. To be honest, in about half an hour, I'll be jumping out of Discord anyway. To go sort the Wi-Fi out and stuff. Oh, excuse me, dude. But yeah. But overall, guys, how are you getting on now with the map, PV Canyon Crossing? If you're playing it, thinking about it. What sort of things would you, maybe in the next game or next map, would you like to see? Or see less of, shall we say? I know one thing I would like is maybe only one or two tiers for the productions. I think having the 4 tiers is kind of a little crazy. You want less hills, but hills are great, Carolyn. They're actually better for your frame rates because they act as a barrier to hide things behind, so they're not rendering in. Oh, that's pointless. This is another area I'll need to fill in at some point. Maybe, I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured out. That's almost like a little golf course. Oh, that's what we need, is a little mini golf course or something, where you can have a little golf club and do a little crazy golf or something. I don't know. As a placeable, excuse me. We'll go down here. How's it doing? We've got some potatoes right here. Look at that, uncloating. So that needs limed again. Okay. pH bad, not good. And that one, pH bad as well. The thing is, I've limed all of these fields. What is going on? It must be the soil type, but yeah, that's sugar beets. I think there's carrots in the far one there. Oh yeah. No, it can't be carrots. Must be, yeah, it's 2 potatoes, 1 sugar beets here. That's something else I need to carry on at some point, is getting some more saplings planted along there. And obviously removing all of these bushes along that. Get some saplings there. I think that's going to look kind of cool with all those trees. A little bit different to how it was originally. Here we go. So obviously, by the way, we are heading to the grocery mart. So that is in the southwest of the map for me. There's one thing I did do. I know, like Dave and other people have been putting a lot of the productions elsewhere. I've tried to keep a lot of them where they are. And obviously, when I've upgraded, I've then tried reusing the land for something else. A playground or park. That's interesting because I don't know how many of you guys remember when Dave was first messing around with the landscaping, with the map. There was going to be the option of having a camping ground in the map, but it ended up being removed, I think. Either that or it's somewhere that I've not even been to yet or seen it. But yeah, that would have been nice. I'm trying to think. Yeah, see, was it up here? It might have been on Wolf Creek. It might have been one of the other maps that you started and then end up thrown away. But I'm sure somewhere up around here, there was going to be a camping site or something set up. Maybe that's what that is there. I have no idea. Actually, that's an idea. See, that's what. There's still areas I haven't been to. Let me come into here. It makes the life a little bit easier to see things. Is it this one? Yeah, so like this for example. Now, I don't know if it's actually in here. See, they got a nice little meadow that could have been set up as a little camping area or playground or something like that. It's like craziness. Sorry, getting distracted. I really am. I need to stop doing that. And from what I remember, Shy Wizard actually came up with some balloons, and obviously they were. I think the plan was to have them raising up from the ground, almost like people were riding on it. That would have been really cool to have in. Okay, it's a little something extra, but yeah. I don't know. Terrible. Baseball, tennis. Yeah. You like flat maps, really? Yeah, flat maps are not good. But yeah, to be honest, I could see myself eventually probably looking at landscaping that little hill out, to be honest, to create maybe a bigger field if I ever own this area. I could see myself doing that. But yeah, that's the point. Oh, I never actually showed it off, did I? So, if I can find it, and now that T-Mail has disappeared, oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right, so in T Miller's decoration pack that's on his Trello, it's actually been updated recently to include this little thing. So this is like a little placement that you can put down on your map to pinpoint where certain seasonal triggers are. And they actually show on the map as well. Now, it's kind of hard to do at times, but obviously if you can hit the F5, let me come out of here a sec. Now I know, for example, down here, let me come out of there a sec, there is a seasonal trigger. So actually let me jump back to the main farm because I definitely know there's one there to make life that little bit easier. Now see, I've got a lot of things all in this area, so it's going to be a bit hard. But right up above where my little vehicle shop is, right here on the central farm, that little box right there is where those bunnies, the surfboards, the coffins, and the presents spawn from. Okay, and actually fall down onto the ground, and yeah. Sometimes, every now and again, they may end up going under the map. I think around right there is probably the best spot. So, going back to that little new decoration thing that T Miller has created. This is actually a little image of a bunny. Let me come in here a sec. And I'm going to put it slightly off, right there. So it does seem to have quite a large area. So you may need to do a little bit of additional painting or landscaping. So it took away a bit of my grass there. But you got a little thumper there, a little bunny rabbit, and that actually marks where your seasonal triggers are on the map. Or should do. The only problem is I've got so many blinking ones in here, it's terrible to identify. So let's turn some of these off. Da, 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 da. I got a feeling it's probably going to be that one. Right, let me turn all of these off a second and turn that on. Nope. That possibly. Nope. Try to figure out which is the right one. Workers. Nope. Contracts. Nope. Others. There. Maybe. Is it a loading station? Is it? Yeah. See, it's not showing for me then. So what it should do is bring up this little trigger like this on here. Now I definitely know I've got the updated version, so something's a bit funky with mine. But yeah, you'll get a little icon like this showing where that spawn area is on your map, and you should also be able to tab to it as well. Hit the old spacebar key or whatever it is for you, and it should go straight there. Yeah, it's possible that it's literally overlapping with the gas one there, so that's the only downside. Oh, cruds. Actually, let me just. I've got time. I can save and let me re-download a fresh copy of that from T Miller. Hi there, how you doing there, Lars? Discord. We've got a T Miller. We'll get it straight from him. We'll download that. There we go. Let me do a quick save and reload, and we'll show that off in just a sec. But yeah, how you doing there, Lars, bud? Now, from what I understand, that should be able to be used actually on any map. Obviously, you could utilize it for other ideas, I suppose is the best way to put it. So, say for instance, a collectible. If you wanted to mark where a particular collectible was on the map, you could try doing it with that. Or if, say for instance, actually another one as well, which would be perfect, is the oil wells in the desert. Obviously, you could mark where each of them are. Oh, there we go. I'm not paying attention here. So yeah, it does have multiple uses, and obviously, there might even be a way to rename it as well. So you could say oil well 1 or seasonal spawner, and then put where it is. So yeah, there is. I'll have to have a little play with that in a minute. This is the first time I've actually second time I've actually used it in game. The last time I ended up accidentally deleting it. Oh, I am okay, thank you. Just recovering from internal infection, so no food. Talk, please. Yeah, no worries. That is fine. Right, so download folder. Decals. There it is. Copy. We'll pop that in my Canyon Crossing. That might be what it is. I might put it in the wrong folder. We'll replace that, and hopefully I'll be fine. Right, let's do this again. Ooh, actually, let me grab that. One sec, I just need to add one other thing in. I'll add that root crop trailer as well that I did. for the earlier show. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Try the one, but yeah, okay, will do. Right, so it's coming here, and let me activate that H. Add you in. To be honest, I don't really need that one, so that would probably go. I think that's everything else for the minute. It's terrible. My mod folder's slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That'll do fine. Let's take 2. There we go. But while this is loading up, I don't know how many of you guys are into like cruise ships. Obviously where I am in the UK, we are right on the water where it's like a major cruise ship hub. I was actually just seeing this boat actually kind of give me the idea because obviously not only there's the cruise ships coming in and out daily, there's also container ships and stuff like that. Now obviously yesterday, a brand new ship sailed into Southampton in the UK for her naming ceremony. Now, let's see if I can open this in the browser. So, if you've ever heard of the Cunard cruise ship liners, this is the latest one. Sorry about the picture, it's a bit naff, it's off of my phone, I do apologise. But this is actually the Queen Anne coming into Southampton yesterday evening for the very first time for its naming ceremony. So, hopefully, with any luck, in the next couple of days we'll be seeing her going back out on her maiden voyage, which is kind of nice. So yeah, another one added to the list, I guess. I did get a little video on, but I haven't even got it uploaded yet, so I couldn't even show it off. But one thing I mentioned to my wife when it was going past is it's got a very deep horn on her, which is quite surprising for a little cruise ship like that. But yeah, Cunard, I think they took over kind of like from, was it, oh, which column? The guys that used to run the Titanic. Oh, the White Star Line or whatever it is. So this is, yeah. Oh, I just hope they have a better luck. But they seem to be doing well. They've got a lot of sub companies all locked into one. You got like Cunard and all that. So yeah, yeah. But obviously she's gonna be in here for the next few days. Obviously having all the VIPs going through her and checking her out. I'd imagine some of the royal family will be down to name her. Not sure which one yet. I was thinking maybe Princess Anne, which is one of the daughters of the Queen. So yeah, you never know. We may be visited by royalty for the naming ceremony. Yeah, but my wife, that was the one reason we got this, the flat that we live in, is because obviously the view, and also my wife loves cruise ships. I think for the first couple of years when we were actually living here, we'd be going out down the docks every week, getting pictures of the different cruise ships that we were in, and also we'll try to catch them down on the shore, coming in and out. It's like mental the amount of pictures we actually got. But I think we covered practically every cruise ship so far. And obviously that's another one to add into the photo album, as it were. Come on, load up, load up, load up. Let me get back into the game screen, and hopefully it'll kick back in. Pretty please, pretty please. Just for the last few 5-10 minutes, whatever it is. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Sorry about the black screen there, guys. Hopefully it'll kick back in just a moment. I have the game up. Come on, come on. Come on. And you said that when I went over, I noticed that it did take a little while just to kick in with the intermission screen, so I shall wait. If not, I'll go back to the desktop. Ba ba da ba ba da bum. There we go. Cool. We're back. Righty, so let's see. So we do have 2 points there. So I did upgrade. Yeah, so you can just about see underneath there. There we go. For some weird reason, I guess it didn't update properly. So you can have your own little points around the map showing off where those seasonal triggers are. Now, just out of curiosity, I want to see if T Miller did it or not. Let's see if I can actually find, yeah. Right, so if I come back into here a sec. Now, normally, if you come into the construction screen and click on it, either a building or something there. See, now this is one thing that may need to be updated. Mr. T Miller is the option to rename it. So you could call it seasonal. So a player could actually literally rename it. So if I say, for instance, click on there, you have the rename option right there. So maybe have a look in the base game vehicle shop. I believe, if I remember rightly, it's something like allow rename, if I remember rightly. Actually, maybe even some of the factories actually should technically have it. Let's see. Let's look in the whiskey factory quickly. XML. If it's going to load up, there we go. Yeah. So this is what you'd need to add in, Mr. T Miller. Let me make that come a bit bigger. So under the base, what you need to add in is this. Can be renamed True Line. And that will then allow players to change it so they can name it Spawn Trigger Central Farm or Spawn Trigger Sawmill and stuff like that. And Mr. Eeyore, who's just next to me, is agreeing with me as well, Mr. T Miller. So, uh, so yeah, that could be an update coming for that as well soon. No, I don't want to sell that. There we go. But yeah, very, very cool idea. I like it. But yeah, he could even add in maybe one for the desert, for the oil nodes or something. I don't know. If somebody finds one, they can maybe put put one of them nearby. You could do that when you get home from work. Okay, yeah. Okay, dokie. What you could do, T Miller, just a possible idea. Oh, if I come into here. If you go into, I believe it's actually in the map itself, look in the HUD icons. You could have it with the little pump jack HUD icon as the image. That'd be kind of a cool idea. And the only other thing as well, what I would look at maybe is the clear area on that, so it's maybe just a little bit smaller. It seemed to come right out a bit. I don't know if it was just me. Actually, let's pop another one down. So decoration, let's find an area of grass. It's a little bit more opened up. Right there. Now, just so you're aware, this is not a spawn trigger area, but I just wanted to see. Actually no, because that might go over. Let's come over here. There's a big clump of grass right there. There we go. Let's see what that placement's like. Yeah, it's also off as well. Needs to be switched around a bit. It should end up with a little square. And actually, to be honest, it could come in just a tiny little bit to have a little square around it. So yeah. Is that possible to make it not really round, but you could make the square smaller and actually square rather than a diamond shape. It looks like you got the nodes the wrong way around a little bit. So normally, so when I set up a placeable, let me come here. So say for instance this was the editor. Actually, let's turn that away. Yeah, so I would have this as, let's see, let's open that. Oops, one sec. Stop, go back. Right, so I can never remember which way it is. So start with height, okay. So the way I usually set them up is to have the start node in this corner here on the left. The width would be over here, and then the height at the top, so it makes it like a little triangle like that. Sometimes you can get away with doing it the other way as well, but always make sure when you're looking at it in the editor that that is facing you the correct way. So yeah, give that a try and just play around with it. But yeah, you should actually be able to bring that right into like 0.5 or even less, 0.2 maybe, on the size placement part. Yep, a little bit of homework for you there, Mr. T. Miller, that's for sure. So we can sell that, so that's fine. While I'm here, let's come into there. And we'll put my grass back the way it was. Right then. So, very, very cool. So hopefully there will be another update coming for this to allow it to be renamed. Plus a smaller placement area. So very, very cool. Right then. Who wants to bet? That is now changed. Oh, that's thinking, where's all my things gone? There we go. Let's reactivate all of you guys. But yeah, that is actually now available currently as it is on T Miller's Trello. So if you've got the deco pack, yeah, go over and grab that. Alright, so let's unload you. We'll reload that. Perfection. Control follow. We want you on there. With a 30-meter-ish thing on back. It should do Vortex. I'm pretty sure I added that in as well at the same time. Let me just double check. Logistics. There. Power logistics. Yep, it takes whole duck. Desktop. Right there. So let me tab that. So we'll scroll on down. Yep. What you may need to do is, depending on which version you got, delete it from your folder, re-download it through the mod folder switcher. If you got the one on my Trello, that should be the same as what I've got right here. Let me double check. I updated that one as well. Trello. Billy Alpaca. Let's have a look. Barrel Logistics. Yep, so update 2.0.8.0 added whole duck to the storage to match with PV Canyon Crossing update 23. Yeah, so you want to get that updated if you haven't already. I'll have to re-download it. It's been a while before. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if anybody does have the premium edition, obviously this is an edited version to allow those additional palettes in. so you can actually store it. So one thing to make note of is if the new product is added into the map, like for example the whole duck, check my Trello for an update as well if you've got it, because you will need to go through and update it at the same time. Obviously, if it's getting updated through the mod folder switcher, I will try and make sure that it's updated on here at the same time for Dave's stream. So there you go, guys. And I'm pretty sure I've added it into obviously this small shed as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's been added to the meat, little meat storage along with fish, and I added fish fillet as well in there as well for anybody who needed that. So very, very cool. And come on, close. There we go. There we go. So it's definitely in there. Phew. You made me question myself there for just a moment there, Vortex. Right then, let's do this. I'm gonna get this guy's back up and running. Nope, I need to activate you first, don't I? And then I actually need to jump off because I just noticed my wife has actually come through. So, yeah, need to get her sorted out for the evening. So I'll get you going. We'll keep you on 30. Thank you, dear. Yeah, the one on the mod folder switcher is different to that one on my Trello. The one on the mod folder switcher does not have those premium palettes, so like the preserves, the soups and stuff in there as well. So bear that one in mind. So B, there we go. Keep you on 30. I have tried actually to get it to work, but for some reason it keeps causing me issues. I think it might be where it's loading in. I have no idea. It just doesn't like the palettes that I add in, or the fill type thing. So that will do that. There we go. Ready. So I'm going to leave this boys and girls to carry on mowing away while I find somebody to raid out to. So big, huge thank you once again for coming out today. Hopefully, for those who stuck around at the beginning, and kind of got a better idea of how some of the stuff works now that it's actually officially been fixed and updated. And who knows, believe it or not, some of it isn't really that bad. But would you pay $8 for it? I don't know. Ready. Let me go to ending screen. Obviously, a big, huge thank you to Base for the raid. Much appreciated. I know he's already gone off and having munchings and crunchings. But a huge thank you to obviously all the hydrates, the sound alerts, stuff like that today. Much appreciated. I don't think I've missed anything. Obviously, don't be here for wow, 10 stream streaks right at the beginning. Very much appreciated. Obviously, I will be back again on Friday, same time, same place. Obviously, make sure to catch Mr. Dajnet later on. I have no idea if he's going to be farming, fishing, or whatever. So you have to tune in for that. I see Mr. Darius Frost is out there doing a bit of Captain of Industries again. To be honest, there's not a lot of choice. So I guess it's going to have to be Mr. Frost again.
Hopefully these guys can get in and out still, though.
Sorry about that. How long's he been gone? I'd imagine he's probably going to be jumping off soon because he's almost up at 10 hours already. Jeez. Crazy. But yeah, let's get over there, say hello, see what he's up to today. I'll get the raid going. Is he in my list? No, he isn't. Which is typical. I'm seeing lots of farm sim streams that I'm not following, so craziness. Darius underscore Frost. There you are. And also remember as well, T Miller at some point in the next few days will be streaming ships at sea. So if you're interested in seeing it and some gameplay, please make sure to catch him when he goes live. Obviously, I'll be showing it off next Monday myself once I've at least given it a try and a little test to see what it's like. But yeah, for now, guys, let's stick with this and let's go say hello to Mr. Frost and see how his little industry is coming on. But until next time, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.